Welcome to a not-so-chill Hangout episode number 51. I am your host, Devious Dave Rose, and welcome to the stream. As always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. So we've got the lovely Ms. Vanna L. in the chat. We've got AJ Raider, JR Ford III, Latino Heat, It's the Costanza, Bry Guy, Casey is Raw. He had a great fucking stream earlier. Check it out. Fest Love, and a happy 420 to everyone out there today. So, it was brought to my... Let's just get straight into this, okay? You know, let's just have some fun. But it was brought to my attention that Dr. Earl had one of his music streams the other day, and, well, SC Greasy Illegal Arturo is yet again, trying to start some shit. And, I won't be satisfied until that concrete block is embedded in his head. So let's push it along, shall we? Also, I do appreciate, whenever I streamed last time for a chill hangout, the reminder that Windows is fucked and that it likes to fuck around with my microphone settings. So I checked that before I started today, you know, a little bit of intelligence shown by Dave there. And yet again, Ken, it was fucking down. So I put it to maximum, and we shouldn't have that issue today. And we will be taking a call from a certain someone in a little while. But first, let's just get into setting the stage and providing some context to what we will be discussing. And plus, there's stuff that I haven't heard, but I've got the timestamp. And as such, my reactions will be authentic. So, shout out to the 15 viewing. And the one and only goes from the coast there in the chat. So, this happened. When did this happen? Music Maniacs. What's the title here? R.I.P. Dickie Betts and Stephen Percy live. Apparently, YR went to go see, former lead singer of Rat. That's what Earl wants to talk about. But as always, the greasy one wants to make it about himself. Shout out to Gabe Rodriguez in the chat there, the official chef of this channel. And, I hope you're doing well as well. And again, fucking what a banger of a fucking show you gifted us the other day. 2 hours talking with Gabe about cooking and life. And it was just a blast. And I definitely appreciated that. Enough pleasantries. Let's get to this. So we're starting about 35 minutes, 50 seconds into his 1 hour and 16-minute stream on Dr. Earl's channel. So we're going to hear some funny things, and then we're going to jump straight to the crux of the matter, and then we'll take that call. And that caller is standing by. So let's hear this.
Okay.
So
I definitely hear.
So he just called into Earl's stream. I don't even know why he bothers dealing with this fucking piece of shit, as well as another individual that's going to be present on this call. But let's just hear it.
In the background.
All right, dear. All right, that's good there.
And you'll hear fucking the greasy one fucking, again, eating. Just, you might as well go back to that fucking little, Amazonian tribe in Venezuela to fucking act in an uncivilized manner, because he's just chewing his food and fucking, it's disgusting.
All right, so what's going on, SC? Everything going good with you? And everything
Same
else?
old, man. Same old. I can't complain.
All right.
You certainly can, you fuck.
How about Prince?
Oh, he's let me see if he's still muted, because he did mute himself for a while there. Prince, unmute yourself and talk to us,
What's
dude.
going on?
There you
I'm
are, man.
listening. What's going
Yeah, but SE is wanting to know
listening?
how you doing tonight.
Yeah, I don't know why Dr. Earl even deals with Prince Idol, but
Right.
I don't know why anyone deals with the guy, but
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm feeling good until he came in here trying to confuse me.
Whoa.
Mm.
You're blaming
Yeah, he
me.
kind of confused me. I didn't want to say Dave show. I meant to say Earl show. I don't know why I said Dave.
I understand
well,
it because, that's understandable.
maybe back when I had long hair, but I haven't had long hair since 2017, so
And he keeps plugging his show. Unbelievable.
there are people, from what I've been told, because I haven't watched The Coward in Boston. We don't say his name around here. Fuck it, of course we do. Coward Cronin. Your kid at Waffle any TVs as of late there, Joe? But yeah, basically, there are people. Again, this is what's told to me in the super secret server on Discord, that or private messages, whatever, is that Joe still has people talking about me in his chat. We've heard times where somebody's mentioned my name on air and he's fucking blown a gasket. So again, I am legendary, and come on, history was made with me. Okay. But enough about me and how great I am. Let's just continue.
Who,
Who's
Dave?
Dave? Who's Dave?
Dave
We
Rose.
don't talk about
We don't talk about her.
Thank you.
Who?
Oh my
Well,
God.
I do.
Exactly. Shut down. Too bad he's not deported either, but
Well,
that'll come soon enough.
I do. That rule doesn't apply on my channel.
Okay. Then we. All
It's not
right.
on your
Absolutely,
channel.
it is.
And
The Ghost from the Coast says they don't. I moderate his chat. Then why do I have screenshots that show otherwise? Or timestamps?
Ken
That
have
would-
limited that rule on every channel in the community.
No, we don't do that.
Let's rewind again.
Okay. Then we. All
It's
right.
not on
Absolutely,
your
it is.
channel. Ken
That
have
would-
limited that rule on every channel in the community.
No.
That should be a rule on every channel of the community. Then why does even Ken take my calls? Why does Casey or Nikki or so many other people take my calls? Interact with me. Have me on their Discords.
We don't do that.
Clearly, you didn't see the Ken review.
No, I don't. Well, what
See, I didn't see that either. I skipped through it just quickly. I heard some real terrible takes on AEW, which I will be discussing tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a stream planned. Had it planned for last week. Just fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted today. Fucking 4 hours of sleep, 2 liters of fucking coffee. And, man, I'm fucking feeling it. But, yeah, tomorrow I go fucking scorched earth on WWE and the idiot marks in this fucking community. But, yeah, I heard a little bit of YR stream. Don't know what this greasy one is referring to. I'm sure that would have been YR suggesting that sort of thing as opposed to Ken. So apparently this is what the greasy one is stating, that it was it established or discussed on that stream? Hey, if anyone watched that whole thing and knows exactly what point he's referring to, send me that timestamp.
what is so bad about saying Mr. Rose's name?
Okay.
It reminds people that I'm still around and that they were never able to get one up on me, and yet I ran roughshod on everybody and everything. And I have created a great name for myself, a legend, if you will.
Okay. Enough, Earl. Enough. No more.
Yeah, thank you.
See,
Prince.
that's what I'm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No more. Okay, leave it alone.
Thank you. You don't get to dictate on somebody else's channel.
Let's
Thank you,
drop it.
Prince.
See, I think it's Prince. I think now he's going to say something that actually surprised me. I thought he was dumber than this, but apparently not. He's got some sense to him.
Because things get started not for you, Earl, but maybe for other people. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Prince. Thank you.
Yeah, you fuck around, you find out. But again, this whole don't say his name. We don't say his name around here. That's gonna cause some issues.
Prince knows. You see, Prince knows.
I know, because trust me, I had my fair share of starting stuff with people. The next, repercussions later.
Well, he's learning. That's good for him. Good for him.
Prince, brother. I mean, preach, brother.
Brother.
Said Prince.
What's YR doing? He's taking a shower or something?
I
What's
don't
he
know. Where is he? YR, get back on the call, dude.
He's at another concert.
I want to get to.
I miss him. I miss rubbing his belly.
Whoa.
And talking to him.
Sorry, Earl, but this really takes away from your music show. Bry Guy says Dave Rose is the greatest heel this community has ever seen. Facts. You can't argue that. That is truly the most succinct way of putting it, and I'm certainly pleased by it. But thank you for the recognition.
Okay, I'll let him know that next time I
love
Gmail
that
him,
guy.
dude.
That guy cracks me up, man. He's a funny guy.
Mhm.
Do you guys eat tuna?
No.
The guy is doing a fucking music review show, and Greasy just comes out of the blue like, do you guys like tuna? Where'd this come from? What does it relate to the actual topic at hand? Always trying to make it about himself. Always. You know who also does that? Females. It's the way it is. But, damn. Just always making it about himself. And yeah, I am generalizing, okay, so.
No, I don't.
It just shut down. I love it. Once more.
Do you guys eat tuna?
No, I don't.
Why not?
You should. It's healthy for you, actually.
In small doses. It's got a lot of mercury. I like tuna.
Not
Brain
in,
food.
not into tuna.
Do you like seafood?
Not that much, no.
What?
Why don't you just let this guy go back to his
I don't know,
fucking music discussion?
Seeing a crab walking sideways with pinchers on each end doesn't get me hungry.
Dude, but when they put Old Bay seasoning on it, you get some lime. Oh my goodness, it is so good.
It sounds like this guy's literally eating tuna out of a fucking can. And again, why are you doing this? The lack of manners is just fucking disgusting. If you put as much effort into conducting yourself like a civilized individual as you do primping those fucking eyebrows of yours, you'd be a fucking gentleman. But clearly, you are not.
No, to you. For me, not my thing.
Now, have you ever had it?
No, the only thing I had was fish and chips, and that was when I was a kid. That was about it. Remember Arthur Treacher's fish and chips?
Wait, you don't even like fish and chips now as an adult?
Yeah, I just wasn't. I liked it back then, but I grew out of it.
What?
What's this guy's obsession with fucking fish? Because he's a gay fish.
Yeah.
I should have had that song queued up. I didn't even think I was going to need it, but yeah. Fucking Arturo Gay Fish.
Did you get sick from it?
Oh my God.
Not really. I just wasn't my thing back then.
Let's be clear. I enjoy listening to Earl, especially when he's with Arcnolia, talking about music. These guys combined have so much knowledge and mention certain factoids that are like, holy fuck, how the fuck did you know that shit? And I enjoy that. But when you drag drag on the dregs onto the fucking show, this is where it devolves into fucking retardation.
Oh, why are you back?
Skype lines are always open for you, YR. You coward skinwalker. I know you'll not call in, but the Skype lines are open to you if you wish to call in and defend yourself or bend the knee or say something stupid, whatever. But you will be allowed to call in. Not the greasy one, though. But yes, the offer does stand, and you'll be treated with some level of respect here, Wire, but we don't take calls from the greasy one.
SC, can you bring in King or no?
If you guys
Well, let's add him to the call.
Good man.
King is their code word for Keith Rebarber.
quick interview, Earl.
Yeah, did you see that?
Shout out to King Meow Meow in the chat. Happy 420 to you, good sir. You had a good stream yesterday. I was watching it all the way to the end. Ended up going to sleep, I think, at 7 in the morning or some shit like that. Really stupid. And yeah, that's why I only had 4 hours of sleep today. I needed 2 liters of fucking coffee to get going.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of it, but remember, I was at my job at the time. And plus, yeah.
Can I ask
It's always funny. It's like, oh, did you hear it? It's like, why don't you elaborate a little more?
you for a huge favor, YR?
Negative.
If you could clip something from the stream.
This is, I heard this, okay? This is hilarious.
That Ken and I were on.
I'm gonna do a replay of that whole thing this week at some time.
Because I was listening to the.
Almost spit up my drink there, Casey. He's like, Dave, are we banned from saying your name here too? Yeah, we don't say Dave Rose here. Oh my God, I just said it. Oh my God.
Interview, and I'm like, damn, bro, if nobody heard the call that him and I were on afterwards, it sounds like he still has a gripe with me, and I have a gripe with him, and we don't.
And
No,
hold on, pause. YR apparently, what was it, the other day, released apparently some small little clip. I guess it was on the insistence that he's making here. But this whole thing about, like, please play the clip, like, show them that we're still cool, show the people that I'm still cool with Ken and Ken's still cool with me, and like, so this is, yeah, YR came out with this the other day. As always, this was 21 hours ago, so yesterday. I guess this is what was prompted by SC on this stream, but yeah, so basically titles, FMN Ken and SC Steve are friends again. I don't think they ever were friends in the first place. And talked it out, mend bridges, #peace. And then he tags FAMAS Network. But yeah, as always, as is typical fucking Skinwalker fashion, Texan Skinwalker, he plays the same fucking clip, 2 or 3 times? Which is fucking pathetic. I guess he doesn't want the video to be a short. But listen to this. Again, I've always said this, and I'm not the first one, and I'm not the only one who has fucking said this, that you can hear the disingenuous nature of his being in his voice. Okay, it's not that difficult to be able to listen to somebody and hear that they're not being genuine. And more importantly, to take in the fact that they're a greasy, disgusting fucking snake. Listen. Shout out to the 27 viewing. Shout out to the hate watchers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ken.
I like that guy.
Ken, you
I think that guy's
being,
going to be good.
I'm not going to specifically locate where you are. Let's say you are in United States. How's it like with the Hispanics? You know, the Venezuelans. How's that like?
Why is he focusing specifically on Venezuelans? Is he like, does he like my kind? Why don't you go back and fix the fucking country? Come on. Shout out to Danimal in the chat. Happy 420 to you, good sir. And again, shout out to the haters, the lovers, the sisters, and the brothers. Do you guys recognize how fucking faggotry, or how faggy, there we go, there's the proper word, faggy, that fucking sounds? Brother! First of all, disingenuous. Second of all, fucking gay as fuck. And third, and finally, is that you guys aren't brothers. You would stab each other in the back for a fucking crumb.
The what?
The Venezuelans. Have you had any encounters
No, man, where I live, there ain't nobody. I mean, they were already.
Yeah, it sounds like they've got good good immigration enforcement there, which means if you ever go to visit Ken, you'd probably have your ass deported quite quickly. They're greasy. Fucking disgusting. You disgust me.
Here, so I mean, it's not like I.
Shout out to Mars Mira in the chat, a true legend of the community. I'm so glad that you're around. Haven't heard from you in a bit, and I hope everything is going well for you, good sir.
See anybody different. But it's you go into the city and it's fucking terrible. I mean, it's fucking
Yeah, right.
horrible. Oh my god, dude, yeah. The
It's
city is
changed so
terrible,
much.
man. The city is fucked up, dude, right now.
Right? It'll never.
You hear this? Ken is on a call with me and he's being cordial. That means we are the besties of friends. YR, please take a clip of the call that we had. And prove it to the people that we're okay, please.
Never go back to what it once was.
Word to Mars Miro. He says, I'll probably call in later. Anytime for you, brother. In the middle of my stream, I will cut it off just for you, good sir. The king of Las Vegas. Let's continue.
I don't think so, man. It's pretty fucked beyond recognition right now, so.
Nah, hell no, it's never gonna go back.
Beyond measure. Yo, SC, did you
Yeah, that's
Yo,
awesome.
Ken.
I like that guy.
Pen, you
I think that
being,
guy's gonna be good.
I'm not gonna specifically locate where you are. Let's say you are in United States.
And
How's
again,
it like with
and
this?
again, the clip fucking plays. So there we go. That little excerpt that had to be played twice because if not, it would have been like a minute long, and or probably less than a minute. And Wire doesn't want this to show up in his shorts, so he has to make it long enough to fucking be a standalone video. Pathetic. So enough of that. Let's get back to this this part here. Earl show.
I'm gonna replay that. I'm gonna replay that. Hello. I'm gonna
Yeah.
replay that show this week sometime or next week or something.
Yeah,
I'll
that's what I'm
definitely
saying.
listen
If
to the
you could
whole
at least
thing.
post a clip of us laughing together.
Yeah. Oh my God, the framing. This guy, he knows what he's fucking doing. Yeah, don't just play the clip. You got to get the right part. Show us both when we're laughing together, and because friends. I've been told friends laugh with each other. So like when there's laughing, like that means happy, and that means if me and Ken are both on same call and we are like laughing, that means we're like the bestest of friends. So like that would prove to the world that like Ken doesn't want to literally murder me, we're okay. He apparently forgot that I wanted some harm to come to him, the city to come and take down his studio, and also that he was spreading the COVID around New York. But like, no, I need the people to believe that I'm a good person and not this greasy snake that everyone knows that I'm actually. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, they're going because they are now in peace.
Why not let people come to that conclusion on their own rather than having YR put a clip up to tell the people? It's just tell the people that we're okay, man. Tell the people we're okay. It's fucking pathetic. Fucking always look. These motherfuckers always looking for some validation. Fuck it, like honestly, it's fucking disgusting and pathetic.
Because people are going to listen to that, going to be like, "Oh, this is why I see such a bitch." Like he's a
Well, you are a bitch because A, you're apparently relying on other people and their opinions of you to dictate your life or to dictate how you feel about yourself or your own personal value. I could continue saying pathetic, but I still don't think that it truly defines how pathetic you actually are. And it's absolutely fucking disgusting. Fuck.
such a scumbag. But like,
Yeah, but they're always gonna think that. They're just gonna like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
YR, you dumb skin walking fuck. normally in this world, okay, I don't know what happens in the shadow realm with those skinwalkers, but in this real world, we complete our sentences. Okay, so this jumping around, like, what the fuck? Let's rewind again.
Because people are gonna listen to that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is why I see such a bitch. Like he's such a scumbag." But like,
Yeah, but they're always gonna think that.
Oh no, it can't be your fucking record, right? It can't be the deeds speak. It can't be what you've claimed in the past and the malicious nature that you've conducted yourself in. No, it can't be that. Fucking idiot.
That's gonna, like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'm gonna
thank you.
Beat back, Najo, beat back, Najo. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, are these people getting dumber? Because I kind of think they maybe are.
Prince, did you see NXT, brother?
No, he quit watching wrestling.
Why are you speaking for the black man?
Really?
Yes. He watches porn now.
Dr. Brown,
Yeah.
did you do anything for the eclipse?
No, I wasn't able to.
This is a music show, asshole.
I was too busy with my job.
Oh, did you ever break your other ankle?
See, yeah, this is what I was remembering. He was saying on some previous stream that I reviewed that he wanted, like, he was hoping that Dr. Earl broke his other ankle. And now he's just like, oh, so concerned, right? So genuine in your concern over his fucking health.
No. Did you break yours?
Okay, good. No, good, because I really didn't want you.
Yeah, and you just said it on a lark, right? Why don't you say what you mean and mean what you say? Seems to be that I'm one of the few that actually stands their ground and has convictions that don't waver. But this motherfucker, it's beyond fucking pathetic.
Did you you've heard of that band I saw last night? Or no?
The who?
The band.
Oh, the video.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Stephen
Geico
Pierce,
commercial?
Rat.
Explain the commercial to SC.
I'm going to spark up a joint while these fucks
the
are
band
talking.
Rat
And Dr. Earl.
was in a Geico commercial. Basically, it showed a middle-aged couple talking about their house, how nice it is. However, there is a rat problem, and it showed the band Rat playing in the cellar. Their signature song, Round and Round.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, of course, goes to Stephen Piercy saying, coming out of the bathroom, saying, hey, you're out of air spray. It's one of those funny commercials.
No, let's just
They
fast forward.
they agreed to do this commercial.
Now, what life insurance do you have?
What the fuck does this even have?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, like,
it's not
what the...
Geico, that's for sure.
Or what can you give us? Like,
No,
What can you give us? So you're just fishing for information, huh? Why don't you just allow the guy to return to the whole premise of the show, which is talking about fucking music? Like Dr. Earl, man, like they're ruining the shit badly. And you're allowing it.
Don't give out some of those details, and let it go at that.
What business? Like what? Is this guy really looking for better rates? For life insurance or for health insurance or something? Like, come on, the guy's a fucking grease. He's a grease stain.
okay.
Uh,
Can you
so
tell
what-
how much you pay a month?
No,
Oh my God.
well, I won't give details on that either.
Thank you. Now, can you make it clear that you are not suicidal?
Never
Just for,
was, never was.
Life
Never
What is
insurance
that?
pol-
Never
Yeah.
was, never will be.
That alone should be grounds for execution. That extreme, Dave? Yes, that extreme. What does this bring to this fucking stream, huh? Nothing.
I'm lying.
Good shit. Good fucking shit.
Yeah, because you would certainly know so much about insurance, right? Being a chip delivery driver. Fucking unreal. And I honestly don't understand how people can't see through this shit. It blows my fucking mind. It really does.
All right. So let's get to YR's review of the show. I'm interested
No,
to hear about
let's
it.
not. Let's fast forward here. Get tired of the shit.
Real great.
Great. Now we don't hear from
What's
Prince.
going on?
What's up? To the call and Extreme Shaft, and then SC came on the call.
Right.
Yeah, also, Greasy Illegal's been fucking whining about Extreme Shaft being in YR's chat, being allowed on the show, being allowed in Earl's chat, being allowed on his show. I think on his show. But regardless, he doesn't even like him around. Just like, oh, you can't say Dave Rose on your channel, Dr. Earl. The fuck out of here.
Are you okay, Prince?
Again, eating while talking. Back in my day, you got a sopapo in the face and a chancla on the ass. And this is the shit that is being tolerated? This amount of disrespect?
Right.
Also, it's fucking disgusting.
Happy birthday, yes. Happy birthday.
Hold on. How the hell did you know that?
Sounds like Prince Idol got a little intel on you there, buddy. How do you know these, senor? How do you know these? Probably on the fucking wanted poster in the post office, you fuck.
This week is my birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Wait, who told you? How do you know? Is there something in the chat?
Why not? You know what, people?
No, there's someone in the chat there.
This beer's for you.
Really? Let me see.
Well, it is 5 o'clock, so I mean, 5 o'clock here and somewhere else.
Made my birthday
Happy birthday.
public.
Okay, happy birthday, SC.
No. I don't.
JR4 the third says, if I ever see YR in person in Texas and it's on site, just on principle. Dude, absolutely. I really do want to go down to Texas because there's a lot of people who view me. There's a lot of people in the community that live in Texas. First of all, fuck yeah, Texas. Second, guns, baby. And more importantly, there's some just smart, good people down there, and they seem to think the way I do, because that's exactly what I would fucking do. And I'd buy you a fucking, not just a fucking beer for that there, JR, but I'd buy you a whole fucking meal. We can go to one of those famous Texas barbecue spots that I've seen so much about, and, you know, heard so much about and seen so much of. There we go. And yeah, oh my God, the barbecue in Texas looks like it's fucking heaven. And that sky. Fuck yeah, man. All right. That meant play the video, computer. Thank you.
I wanted it to be doc. It's always meant to be private. Prince, how did you know?
He's going to ask this, like, and this is why I'm playing this. You can hear the panic in his voice. But the guy asked this question like 4 to 5 times at least. How did you find me? Prince, how do you find my birthday? Prince, my birthday. How you find that? Prince, can you tell me, please?
The hell?
Doesn't matter.
I felt it. You've been going out to eat lately. You've been feeling happy lately. So I was like, yeah, it must be a special day for him.
How the hell did... I went out last night. How did you know this?
I don't know. I hear it in your voice. I know when someone's having a good day.
I believe he sensed it like a Jedi would.
Remember, Prince Idol's the one who supposedly faked his suicide, so... And then claimed that that's what heels do, which is the funniest fucking thing, because as we saw earlier in the chat there, very great compliment that Bry Guy said is that I'm the greatest heel in the community, and I would never, ever even joke about that sort of bullshit because it's fucking decrepit, it's fucking disgusting. But you have good old Prince Idol who's done that. So in conclusion, I wouldn't trust anything that the guy says.
Wow.
When he claims to be saying the truth.
I just spoke to my family members earlier, and they all asked me if I was okay because I sounded out of it. But now you're reading.
Yeah,
a
you
whole-
partied all night, that's for sure.
Like, how does he know?
And by party, Earl is referring to the train that got ran on fucking SE Steve. That's why you could probably hear in his voice. You know, this guy's having a hard time sitting down.
My birthday's coming up this week.
I know you're probably freaked out. Like, I'm sorry, SE. Earl, he's freaked the fuck out.
Can you tell me who told you?
Oh no, I can't.
And the noose gets tighter around your neck there, Greasy.
Oh no, Earl knows. I can't give out that information.
All right, yeah, we'll let it go at that. We'll let it go at that. SC, what is your favorite Rat song?
I really don't know the band Rat.
Oh, look him up. Look him up on
But I bet he knows Menudo and Ricky Martin.
YouTube, Google, Wikipedia. Definitely know the songs, learn them, listen to them, listen to their albums, the ones I recommended earlier on in the show. Pretty damn good stuff.
He doesn't care.
Around the town?
He doesn't care,
That's one
Earl.
of them. There we go.
Let me
Sounds
just
pretty
fast.
good. I like that one.
Yeah, we had.
You just heard
keep
3
it a
seconds of it.
second due to copyright infringement, folks.
Yes.
But definitely, when we're done with this show,
I believe YR is going to jump in here and say something about Jacob RP. Jacob RP, you can call in.
definitely listen to the whole album. Out of the Cellar, the EP, Base Your Privacy.
One of the few points where I was wrong. Despite their abysmal nature, Jacob RP is still the superior Latino compared to S.E. Greasy Illegal Arturo. Steve.
Dancing Undercover, definitely look those albums up.
You hear RP acting like a damn Tia.
What happened?
What's up with
Like
RP
someone-
now?
Like someone Tia. No, he came on the show and said the N word and
I know,
What?
yeah, he did that earlier on. Yes.
just like yeah, I'm gonna say something so you get drunk or something like bro, on some like weird malicious shit.
On this stream?
Yes.
On this show, yes.
Listen.
Other voice of rap, because he'll be there May 25th. Take respiratory. You gotta remember that we Paul 3's here. What's up, man?
Whoa.
That's where he said it.
Now,
Wow.
Just ignore the fact that YR's done the exact same fucking thing. Just ignore that. That convenient or inconvenient truth, I should say.
apparently, he has not played with the Allman Brothers, has not worked with them on any side projects or reunions. With the death of Mr. Betts,
Also, just now, a little after this, about 49 minutes, 28 seconds in, just a moment ago, Dr. Earl is speaking to Extreme Shaft in his chat. He says, Shaft, you want to join the call? This, again, leads to the crux of the matter.
I don't know why he's playing.
Paul? Paul 3's here. What's up, man? What?
Yep, that's where he said it.
I hate the Jews.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
See, but the thing is, though, that level of trolling, I said pause, computer, stupid computer. That level of trolling, YR basically started. or excuse me, or at least made somewhat acceptable by these people. So let's not blame Jacob RP for something he didn't start.
What the hell?
God, was that Paul 3 on the other line there?
Earl, no, it wasn't.
What the hell?
I don't know why RP did that.
Dude, that you know what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to get your channel struck.
Well, guess what? He's not allowed on my channel. And I guess just like YR is not allowed.
Well, you bet on the wrong spick, Earl. Okay, I'd take fucking Jacob RP over fucking Greasy Illegal any day.
Out on just like I'm getting tongue tied here.
So, speak English.
All right,
Brown,
there.
what are you saying?
You're the last person to tell anybody to speak English, or coherently for that matter. YR.
I'm saying that I guess RP, according to SC, is trying to get my channel struck.
Yes.
Think about it though. Why would he?
Well, then why was YR doing it on other people's channels, huh? Including Dr. Earl's, huh? Could you explain that? It's not the same sort of motivation or same end game that they're seeking? How inconvenient that truth is to you, Greasy, huh?
He say those things, you know?
Well,
Every fucking vibration of air that is caused by him speaking reveals how fucking fake Greasy Illegal is.
here's what I'm going to do. I could possibly re-edit this program and upload it.
No, just go report RP's channel.
Oh.
I could do that just as well.
Should I do the same for your channel there, YR, whenever you decide to do that sort of thing? Should I encourage other people to do the same? Because that's exactly what you are encouraging other people to do to Jacob RP. No. Come on, Dave. Rules for me, not for thee.
When we're done with this, you should definitely private it because.
No, what I'll do.
Oh, like a coward like YR is. Just private the video afterwards. Okay.
Is that re-edit it and most definitely re-upload it. That's for sure.
I gotta be honest, that's some messed up shit. I don't know why would he do that.
You know what I think is messed up is basically going on air and saying that Ken was purposely trying to spread COVID throughout New York while his family was sick, and he was busting his ass off to fucking basically help them, take care of them, nurse them. I would say that's malicious. That's evil.
Because that's how RP is.
That's so evil, dude.
Yeah, well, let's...
Again, you're betting on the wrong Brown, okay, Dr. Brown?
Let's not forget...
Shout out to the one and only Vikings fan, a true legend in this community.
He came in on the call bitching at me because I'm always doing these selfies with these pretty gals at the castle. And
that does sound a little jealous, but does definitely sound like something RP would do.
It clearly showed his jealousy when he did that. Called me I'm a scumbag. Oh, stop.
But your streams of the music, of the dark music, they are scary to me, Dr. Earl. Why don't you just stop? It scares me. I just cuddle under the covers and I fear the Sandman, because Metallica, they talk about the Sandman. Oh, no.
Posting all these women on your channels, but stop doing this, stop doing that. I spoke to, who...
It sounds, well, I can almost imagine RP saying, like, that's probably a fake photo or some shit like that, or that's been Photoshop, or you probably paid those girls to fucking take a photo with you. It's hilarious.
About it, and on Twitter, on the former Twitter, I should say, and he definitely agreed. RP is showing his jealousy over that.
Dude, that is so messed up. That's an L for RP, bro.
You know what's messed up in an L is you stating that you wanted to inform the municipal authorities of Ken's studio and to have it dismantled. That's kind of fucked up and illegal. And immoral, I should say. Shout out to Bear 6956 in the chat. Says SC is so smug and douchey. Ugh. A troll goof who needs attention. Couldn't have said better myself.
That's so fucked up.
Right.
Like, I'm with you, Earl, but I would never want to get your channels right.
No. Right.
Yeah, but you would wish harm to the guy and hope that he breaks his other ankle.
But then again, that's how, like I stated, how RP is. All right. So, where did YR go?
Here.
Yeah,
He's abducting small children. That's what skinwalkers do.
there you are. So,
He's probably getting tips from what's his name? Keith. He's probably getting tips from Keith on how to accomplish that. Also, Joe Blonin, I have to assume because you can always read it through the writings, but he contacted me with yet another fake account on Skype, and I told you guys this the last time I streamed, I believe. But yeah, he contacted me on Skype, and he was like, "Call me Little Scruffy." I guess because on my last stream I mentioned him. Well, I did, yeah. Yeah, I did mention him, and because he wanted me to unblock him from fucking Twitter and shit, and to follow him again. And it just, dude, stop drunk Skyping. Okay, just stop. It's not a good look.
so your review of the we talked about the song.
Shout out to the one and only Stony Tony in the chat, who also shares an April birthday like myself. He says, "Scum of scum. Every day this guy sucking Cronin's dick 1 week, then hate him the next. Pathetic." And said, like, their whole existence. I buried SC weeks ago. God bless y'all. Stay stony, happy 420, Mr. Rose. Yes, to the one of the few, I should say, in the community that does speak thoroughly about cannabis, its benefits, and its multiple recreational consumption methods. Cheers to you, good sir. And I saw you the other day. I just jumped into your video quickly. You're killing it with those numbers. Got to give you that, man. Fucking certainly we're able to accomplish something without the help of that coward there who lives close to you in the state of Massachusetts. But with the interactions in the chat, the donations that you get, and the presence of people watching you, nobody can really say that you weren't able to capitalize or fucking build something. And now you're running that, and it's different from here, but there's certainly people that are interested in what it is that you do. So certainly not an L. Let's continue.
They did the 40th anniversary of Out of the Cellar. He picked
Hold
up
on.
your. Go ahead.
Brown, did you cook any dinner today, brother?
He's talking about music, and you bring up food again. Okay, where are you motherfuckers when I'm doing a fucking Too Many Chefs, huh? No, but we don't even say your name. Oh shit, I say your name. We can do that. I'm the only one in this community that has ever done a fucking show about food. Okay, and I have a passion for it. But you're bringing this up, and again, there's shows that are dedicated specifically to cuisine, and you're bringing up food on Dr. Earl's music review show. You stupid fucks. And again, it's always about you guys, isn't it?
My sister did.
Bruv.
Right. So one of
Thank
the
you.
highlights of the show, and YR definitely showed this. It's on his channel right now. Piercy grabbing.
What, one of those few videos that actually he leaves up?
IR's phone, tinkered a little bit, showing the whole crowd, and I guess he gave it back to YR. He did this on another person's phone just as well, if I'm correct.
No, I did it just only on mine.
Okay, then yours had the
Yeah.
little selfie stick on it, right?
What?
And was your phone the one where he's holding the selfie stick?
Yes.
Ah, I see there. Nice. Well, you ever check out the video of Rob Halford kicking this one person's phone?
All right, we're almost at the point where we're going to review and then take that call.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know that person is waiting, so I appreciate your patience.
Dr.
And
Brown,
the
are
thing-
you okay, or do you feel
No, I'm good. Everything is all good.
okay, brother?
Everything is good. Absolutely,
Brother.
100%.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. This is terrible.
Are you okay, Kenny?
Are you okay? You okay?
I'm doing
Fuck,
pretty
man.
well
I gotta,
there, guys.
this is terrible.
So, YR, you sent me this clip of Eddie Trunk talking about Don Henley.
Shout out to Jerry Diz in the chat.
Dr. Brown, did you look?
All right, let's fast forward right to the fucking point that I was,
I'm looking up right now.
advised on. Okay, hold on.
Lip
And
sync-
did you hear that before I just fast forwarded? Clink, clink, clink. The guy's fucking eating still on the fucking stream. Have some fucking respect, you dirty spick. It's fucking pathetic. Like, but that's the thing, though. He'll try to say, oh, well, RP is trying to get your channel taken down. You're just trying to ruin shit. Clink, 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 clink. Fucking disgusting.
Thinking on stage.
Okay, so we're just about 20 seconds away from this. I haven't heard this. Okay, I was told this is the spot, and my reaction will be just like yours, probably disgust, but
I don't know. I just know as much as you, brother. Once you get
brother. Again, does nobody else see what I see? How gay and disingenuous this fucking shit is, and knowing how these snakes operate, that they'd stab each other in the back at any fucking point if it made them look good in the eyes of somebody else, who they would turn their back on and then start to shit on. Give me a fucking break.
let's try to get Ken Cronin on the call. Brown, do you want to?
Yeah, let's see if
Trying to go-
let's see. I know you tried to add Ken on the call here earlier on. Let's see if he is available. Give me a couple of minutes there. I think he may. I think he may not be around, but I'll give it a shot.
Extreme
Okay.
Shaft is banned here, correct?
What?
Okay, so let's rewind. Here we go. So Extreme Shaft is in the chat of this video. He last said, SC will run and hide. I'm good, but thank you. So YR, again, playing defense for the greasy illegal. That means that YR is not a young Republican. He's a young Democrat trying to protect the fucking greasy illegal. Disgusting.
Extreme
Okay.
Shaft is banned here, correct?
What?
Extreme Shaft is banned here, correct?
No.
You lost there, YR. Even with your co-host, your best friend. Oh my God, can you believe that I've actually met somebody off the internet? Like, it's not like that's ever happened before. It actually probably happened, probably never happened even prior, with those party lines back in the 80s and BBSs back in the 90s with the dial-up. I'm sure nobody just decided, hey, let's just meet up randomly with people and, hey, I got, new friends or acquaintances, blah, blah, blah. No, but Dr. Earl certainly is my friend, my bestest of friends, because it's amazing. I'm glad I have an excess of brain cells that I can allow to be fucking murdered by listening to this stupidity, because, you know, and again, I do apologize for those that don't have the level of strength, I guess, that I have in listening to this retardation and still be able to continue. Most people would probably just drop out entirely listening to a show like this when you got YR here talking this fucking retardation.
Thank you.
No. No one is banned here unless you do something debaucherous.
Well,
Well,
you want
and
to talk again, Earl, please?
talk about debaucherous.
what?
Please, Dr. Arnold, please, this guy only did it what he said, like, I got family living in South Jersey, and I feel so threatened, especially my eyebrows. I feel so threatened, but you gotta ban him. Again, this is the reason, probably one of the reasons, why SC Steve has blocked me, and, you know, we'll be watching a show saying shit, logged into my Dave Rose account, can't see him. I can see that people are talking to him, so I just log out. It's like, oh, greasy illegal. I see you right there. You fucking idiot. Coward. Fucking coward. You need your safe space, huh? Your safe space. Sorry, safe space. Because as we know, when you have an accent in Spanish, you put an E in front of any word that actually starts with an S. Look it up. It's fact.
Why it says extreme chef when you get on the call?
Jesus Christ.
He's extremely.
So again, Earl, no problem with having Shaft on there, but then you got Greasy like, oh Jesus Christ, like how could you do this to me?
debaucherous, just like Dr. Debauchery.
Guys, like,
Hold on, I do have to mention this. Bry Guy says in the chat, good memory, Bry Guy. Gotta give it to Tommy NC. Back in 2018, on an old episode of blah, 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 blah. Just like when Joe was fucking doing the whole like, you know, foul on the, blocking that shit. But no, the message is, got to give it to Tommy NC. Back in 2018, on an old episode of Monetize This, he called YR Young Democrat, LOL. That is sort of bringing back memories of interactions between the two. I don't remember the fact that you even remember the year is fucking crazy, but I can totally see fucking Tommy doing that. And it's fucking hilarious, actually. But thank you for bringing that up, actually. It's good times. Let's continue.
like, oh my God, yeah, you can put cities.
Steve.
Listen to this guy. He's having a meltdown. It's like if ICE came to his door, like he's having a meltdown.
Chef when you get on the call.
Jesus Christ.
He's extremely debaucherous, just like Dr. Debauchery.
Guys, like, oh my God, yeah, you can put cities.
Steve.
Oh, I should mention this to you, Wire. You're talking about debaucherous. I just recently found that 7-hour stream that you did, where this was in 2023, late 2023, early December, I believe, or maybe in November. But regardless, is that I found it again, 7 hours, 28 minutes, if I remember correctly. And like the shit that you said, and the rest of your cohort, but you were extremely malicious, you could hear it in your voice. You were furious, and you were saying some really stupid shit. Okay? Well, I guess if some people's addresses might be leaked out, then I guess then it's all good. Whatever you do, it's all good, right? Did you want me to review that? Because that would take fucking a week of fucking me. Again, I'm not going to do... Again, if I review 1 hour, it's going to be a 5-hour show, at least. Give me 2 minutes and I'll give you an hour, Mountains out of molehills. But like 7 hours? Dude, that would be a fucking week of me doing as much as I could, then stopping, and then... 35 hours then, if we're going to multiply by 5, 7 hours, just about. That seems to fit the calculation. That would be a long time. And spread 35 hours throughout a week. That's a long time. Do you really want me to go back to what I was doing before? Do you really want that, YR? Also, YR, the Skype lines are open. Feel free to call in at any point. But really, nigga?
Steve, let me make this loud and clear for the final time. There's nothing wrong with putting names of states in the chat as long as there are no street names.
Shot Down in Flames! By the way, that's an AC/DC song. But yes, Shot Down in Flames, you fucking illegal bitch. He is not going to tolerate your fucking stupidity and your little fucking pearl-clutching, manic attitude is not going to change shit when it comes to Dr. Earl. So stop bitching, you pussy.
Addresses or anything, that's what I know. Or let alone phone number.
But he said South Jersey, there's like, 1.5 billion people living there, and a lot of them look like me, and, I mean, kind of difficult to find me and all that. But like, oh my God, just to say that I live in America, it's like he's doxing me. Like I live on planet Earth? Oh my God, people know where I am now. Oh my God, you said I live in the Milky Way galaxy. Like, please stop it, Dr. Earl. Sounds to me that the greasy one's just a fucking coward and a pussy.
First, zip code, no need to worry about that. As long as your real name, phone number, and all that stuff is revealed, then there should be no problem.
All right, well, how about Dr. Earl's fucking cafe? How about that?
Wow.
So now you're going to go back to what you were doing before there, Grease? I can't give my way, so now I'll be like, Dr. Earl, what if somebody said that Tampa, Florida? Dr. Earl's, again, we reviewed this on, I believe, the last stream, the last not too chill hangout, or not so chill hangout. But I don't live in Tampa, Florida. No, but what if I say Florida in general? It's like, okay, I live in Florida. I also have an AR-15. So if you want to be stupid, you'll find out. Seriously? Seriously, you're trying to pull that shit on fucking Dr. Earl? Just fucking sad.
I don't have a cafe.
How does that sound? Dr. Earl's Cafe, eating deep. About that.
I don't. Well, it doesn't.
So he's trying the same shit that he did, and Dr. Earl did call in last time and address this. But how'd you feel? Huh? I need to elicit an emotional reaction. So because I'm emotional right now, and again, I'm walking you through this. Because I'm emotional right now, because somebody knows in what state that I'm in, I'm going to see if I can elicit emotional reaction from you to try to side you with me. You know who does that? Fucking commies and leftists. And as the old adage goes, the only good communist is a dead communist. Unfortunately, I know this firsthand, a lot of Latin American countries seem to gravitate towards socialist and communist rule, despite the fact that, the last 100+ years in Latin America has shown that those systems don't work? Fuck.
It'd be because I don't work at a cafe.
I see that's over the line. Can we?
Exactly.
Oh, so now it's over the line, YR, huh?
And I'm not getting into the discussion once again, for the record.
Earl, even Brown said that's over the line. Come on.
I will be reporting you to America's Diner and Cafe. I will be reporting you to America's Diner and Cafe corporate.
I don't work at a diner.
Right.
Again, is this a joke? Is this a joke? It sounds like you didn't get your way there. You didn't get to get Earl to acquiesce to your emotional demands. And now you're trying to make it sound like a joke? What's your end game here there? Yeah, there. Yes. Dr. Earl says there. But what's your end game? Grease.
Brown, you can get him off. Oh.
That's what I'm doing right now.
No.
No. Come on, I was just joking. Come on. Please, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not putting up with that bullshit ever again. Bottom line.
SC apologized to Brown. Come on.
So Dr. Earl shows that he's not a pushover. And Wire's like, oh, God, damn it, I'm going to lose a good thing here. SC, please, just apologize. Please, just stop being malicious.
So real quick, Earl, look, for the record, and I mean this respectfully, I don't care where you work. You know,
Well,
it's just me.
Then why'd you say, how would you feel if? How would you feel if? Well, how would you feel if you had breakfast, if you didn't have breakfast this morning, huh? How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning? But I did have breakfast. Anyone who knows where that comes from knows that basically that reveals very low IQ individuals. But, yeah, that applies to the greasy one.
I'm here to doctor you. You know.
I'm not. That's why I'm being so stupid. Like, oh my God, America's Corporate Association of Human Resources.
Well, why do you have an issue with states being mentioned?
Yeah, logic. Dr. Earl, he has the autism. That makes him stupid. Meanwhile, this guy asks a very intelligent question, which, again, is something that everyone is fucking wondering. Well, what's the whole big deal of mentioning a state? Those things are kind of large there, you know? Even fucking, was it Delaware, that little shitty state? Or, well, Washington, D.C. isn't a state yet, but they've been talking about that shit. Bad Dave, no politics here. But, yeah, even Delaware has a lot of people in it. So what's the issue of mentioning a state?
Let's just move on.
The Psy just revealed it. These small little cues, and you do not need to drop out of fucking psychology to go work in landscaping to basically be able to fully understand the inflection that's being provided with a simple sigh. And I'm making it sound very complicated when I shouldn't, when it's not, but just listen to the fucking sigh. You can hear the exasperation. You can hear he's not getting anywhere with Earl with attempting to appeal to emotion. Again, logical fallacy. And he wants to skip it and just move on. Listen to the tone of voice. Listen to the reaction. This is, again, why I've always said, you can see his intent by simply listening to him laugh. It's not difficult at all. It's fake as fuck, and you can hear the malicious nature in it.
So stupid. Like, oh my God, America's Corporate Association of Human Resources.
Well, why do you have an issue with states being mentioned?
Let's just move on from it, all right? Because I think we're never you or me.
The question is,
It's a simple question. Why can't you answer that? Oh, well, Foulmouth Ken lives in New York State. Okay. Who cares? It's a big state. Stupid.
why do you have an issue with, sometimes Brown, you like using pepper on your food and SC uses salt more? I mean, why with the salt and pepper issue?
What? Oh my God! Personally, I am glad that this was given to me without me reviewing it, because it's just so fucking stupid and yet so fucking hilarious. It's like watching a fucking train wreck and not being able to turn away. It's just, oh.
I never had no salt and pepper issue. Bottom line.
Why are you even using that analogy?
There you go, SC.
Oh my God, this guy. What sugar?
You know what? I was laughing too much over that. I want to hear that again.
Or, I mean, why with the salt and pepper issue?
I never had no salt and pepper issue. Bottom.
Let's just move on from it, all right? Because I think we're never you or
Well,
me.
the bigger question is, why do you have an issue with, sometimes Brown, you like using pepper on your food and SC uses salt more? I mean, why with this?
How does that even apply to the discussion that's being made? He asks, why is mentioning states bad? And Wire turns it like, well, some people like pepper and some people like salt. What? Why does anyone even interact with this guy? He's got fucking a single-digit IQ. He's like an amoeba. Well, amoebas don't really have intelligence, but regardless, they have instinctual intelligence. But, wow. This is breaking my brain.
Salt and pepper issue.
I never had no salt and pepper issue, bottom line.
Remember that sound, people, because if you're walking in the woods and you hear that, that's a fucking skinwalker.
Really, dude?
Vikings fan says, YR has autism and is a mild Riri, just like Dr. Brown and his whole crew. Oh man, don't say that about Dr. Earl. He's fucking smart compared to these motherfuckers. And he's smart on his own. The guy knows fucking music. He knows fucking music. Yeah, don't shit on my boy Brown. But the rest of them, yeah, you can shit on them.
Oh my god.
There you go, SC.
Oh my god, this guy, man. What you sugar on your food or something? Like, what are we talking here?
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious. Dr. Earl just he rolled his eyes and he did the whole, hand motion where like you just make it look like somebody's talking and talking and talking. So he's letting these guys fucking run roughshod on his show. And he's certainly not agreeing with what's going on and thinks that it's all drivel, but he's giving them the opportunity. Respectful, very respectful of Dr. Earl when he could have, just like a few months back, S.E. Greasy got so entitled that Earl basically dropped him from the call. It's like, this guy's not calling back unless he's willing to just adhere to the rules, simple rules. And YR, I guess, convinced him eventually to add him back in and to not have him blocked. But he talked publicly about this, that he wasn't going to tolerate this bullshit.
Dr. Earl, brown sugar, you know what I mean?
Like, look, I'll give you an example. Brown.
Know what I mean, brother?
Like scrambled eggs. Like I put, you put the pepper on there, maybe some salt. I put a little cheese on there. Brown, what do you put on your eggs, brother?
All depends what comes into mind. Whether it's
Oh my God, why are they
cheese,
talking food?
pepperoni, and maybe it's some pepper.
Let's see if I can get this motherfucker on the call, because he said he was going to call in. Let's see if this works. Trying this through Skype. Or no, through Discord. And this is the guy that was... I'm calling Shaft right now. But he was the one that pointed this information out to me and said that he wanted to have a few words about the Greasy One trying to force Dr. Earl to keep him from calling in, or to be banned entirely from the show. So no response there. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to invade Nikki J's chat.
Oh,
This is a takeover. It's a takeover, people. I'm taking over this Discord.
Take it over.
Happy
It is
420. Weed God.
I am the most prolific specimen this side of the Mississippi, the north of Washington, D.C.
Woo!
I smoke more weed than your mom smokes dick.
That's a lot.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Fine.
All right.
Well, I've come for Extreme Shaft, who again was the one that proposed this to me, and again, I think you're streaming right now with your truck and stuff. Great stuff, by the way.
We are smoking and driving.
Oh.
We are driving and smoking.
Somebody pull this
And
guy's
I'm
over.
really,
He's a
really
danger.
smoked.
Well, you wanted to speak on the matter. I don't know if you've been watching, but yes, now that the show is going and we have you here, and again, you did want to speak about this, which is why you messaged me earlier today. You have the floor, good sir.
SC Steve sucks. Thank you.
Thank you. So what, are you really stoned right now? Is that why you can't fucking provide the same
Yes, sir.
fire?
He's on edibles.
Yes, sir.
Well,
SC
you got the floor.
Steve,
I've
just trying to
spoken.
be
I've spoken for
relevant.
quite some time.
Yeah, I really like right now. I could give two shits about.
They're all
SEC.
fucking just a bunch
Yeah,
of
but-
idiot retards and fucks.
But no, they
They
certainly
ruin
are.
the community. They'll never
Yeah.
be the same. They think they're cool. But the coolest thing about any of them in the last week is
Nothing.
Stephen Piercy taking YR's phone. That's about it. Other than that, they can all fucking rot.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fucking
What
cool.
happened?
The lead singer of Rat.
Oh,
Stephen
that he took the
Piercy,
video.
he
Yeah, yeah.
fucking- Yeah, he took his phone. That was fucking lit, dude. Sorry. That was lit. Other than that, you're a piece of shit. You can die, Rod. Fuck, die.
Yeah,
And
but
it
we're
just it sucks when Dr. Earl's trying to do a show and
Yeah.
they just totally ruin it.
yeah. God forbid some of us actually
Okay.
appreciate what fucking Dr. Earl does, and that we want to learn about music.
It kind of boggles me that Dr. O keeps having these Nimrods on his show and keeps ruining. You know, maybe some people actually want to learn about music and not see your show get trolled all the time? Question mark.
That's a good point.
I can see where he wants YR there because YR can add to it, but when you're adding,
Yeah.
Well, when I'll be honest, when he's not under the
Latino
influence of
influence.
these greasy ones, the guy actually gets into music discussion, and YR does know a fair bit. I mean, considering his age and stuff, and the fact that he's a skinwalker, he still has gone to a lot of concerts. He still fucking paid big money to see Jimmy Buffett or fucking what was that other band? He's actually seen a fair bit of bands, real bands, as opposed to all the cover bands that he's seen. He goes out, so he knows stuff, and
Right.
I did like to see the three of them do things, but when he's got
That doesn't
Prince
warrant all the-
Prince Idol and Greasy along for the ride, he just ruins things.
Exactly. Those actions don't warrant the actions that these people do to the community.
Absolutely not. And we know that for a fact that fucking SE Steve has fucking used fake accounts in the past. But Shaft, what do you think about this guy? You just pop in to watch Earl's stream. You're not even fucking mentioning anything about South Jersey or chip delivery or anything like that in his chat.
correct.
And you're
Correct.
just like, hey, what's up? And then he says in the chat, hey, Shaft, you want to call in and stuff? And these motherfuckers like, no, we don't do that around here on your channel, blah, blah, blah. Like to ban you entirely? Like, why?
It's
Jealousy.
I don't know what it is.
Jealousy.
They think I'm malicious.
Yeah, when
They think
after
that's
what
being
they've done?
malicious. Right, which is a joke.
But I'm gonna hold Ken and Joe's feet to the fire too. Those two Nimrods will fucking go hang out with them instead of coming on my Discord and hanging out with people that just watch sports and just want to chill and actually don't want to fucking troll you.
I'm actually glad that you do raise that point because we've seen that, I think, way too many
The amount of money
times.
I fucking gave Joe over the years, and my Discord's been open, with front door open, unlocked, and you just call into people that have literally tried to fuck your life over.
Yeah. Who will
Instead of
shit
the
on
people
you
that have
1 second, and then
tried
you
to
call
make your
in
life
and
better.
they try to smooth it all over.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, again, you donate, you have them in your Discord and stuff, and you encourage, again, non-drama discussions and just chilling and hanging out and stuff. And I've had some great fucking times on your Discord and stuff. We've laughed so much and watched pay-per-views and just talk sports and life in general, like politics and shit.
And
But
I'm not demanding with it either. Like, I don't message Joe and be like, "Yo, dude, get on. Look at all this. We gotta go." He should see it. But the thing is, when main things are going on, he'd rather go off to these fucking people that literally run people away from their show.
Yep.
Like, same thing with Ken. Ken did a fucking show with YR, or I think Wednesday.
yeah, I didn't want.
Scratched my
I skimmed
head,
through
like,
that, but I didn't.
Did
you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't even watch it because it's just like, what the fuck, man?
I have to totally agree with
What are
you.
you doing?
I have to totally agree with you on that one. Because it's just like, okay, fine, fuck it. You know how many times Ken has come to me privately and told me he will have nothing to do with YR anymore, how he's a rat and a snake and all this sort of
Say
shit.
all of them, because I'm saying all of them are cancer. That's what I'm bunching them all in together.
You could be a scientist because you're 100% correct.
Like, it's all just a cancer. Like,
Yeah, and why? Like, what's this whole idea about like go on to get along sort of thing? Like, dude, like SC Greasy fucking YR have tried to fuck Ken over, and yet he's perfectly cool with being on a call with them.
the only thing I can think of is he's like, well, maybe it's just easier to get along with them. Fuck that.
Well, you sound like a man of conviction.
Anything. Well, I don't forget.
Good, because nobody should. Neither do I.
I remember what was on YR's old channel before he deleted it. I remember all the videos that were done. I remember all the slander that was said that everybody else has just magically forgot of. You know,
I'm so glad that you brought that up because, again, that was something that I wanted to discuss as well. Is it so convenient for them to forget what happened in the past just so like we can be cool? But like, really, you're gonna forget that shit?
The other problem is too is it's hard to document a lot of this stuff because YR is still deleting streams that they do.
In my heyday, I was able to collect, all the shit. So despite them trying to fucking hide it and deleting these streams, I was holding their feet to the fire. But you're absolutely correct because even with my team of Sparrows, it was fucking next to impossible to get everything.
Yeah, because as soon as they were done talking all their shit, and then he just randomly end it and delete it.
Mm-hmm.
And then nobody would, and then people would be like, well, he said, and then they would tell Ken, well, he said all this about you. And then they would call that person out for trying to tell Ken that they were, trying to basically using these people to go after them and to turn Ken against them.
Yep.
When really they're trying to tell Ken, like, hey, these people are talking shit about you. They're deleting streams so you don't see it. And then you got 5 people going at Ken saying, why are you letting this one guy hate on us, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. Because one guy apparently is going to bring down their world, right? Well, maybe they will because they're just speaking truth. And when they're exposed to that, not even their safe space is going to help them. It's so fucking pathetic how fucking cowardly these fucks are. And yet it just blows my mind that people will still associate with them, even knowing their fucking record.
Yep. That's why I kind of hold, Ken and Joe's feet to the fire on this is because,
I have to agree.
Like, look at what they did to you in the past. Like, I remember when Joe literally had to go through and gut all of his donations.
Yes.
And redo them all. I remember all that. Like, he almost wasn't going to be able to stream again because of that. But then all of a sudden, let's just call right back into their show.
Yeah, and I kind of think that's also because his audience wouldn't be seeing it. But, if Joe calls into YR stream and stuff, he can say whatever the fuck he wants, and his audience won't hear it or hold him accountable for it.
True.
And Shaft?
He's fucking
Are you still alive? You playing with your cat? But yeah.
No, I was actually watching boxing.
Oh, good.
Zoning out.
So having Greasy demand of Earl that he blocks you, and even YR be like, no, it's got to be community. No, sorry, that was SC who said that, community wide. But like, YR was just like, no, we don't do that. Like salt and pepper and whatever the fuck example he tried to get. Like, what the fuck did I even have to do? Salt and pepper.
It's obvious to me. You can see how they treat them when they go in there. YR has some respect for Dr. Earl, but
some.
SC Steve has none.
And you know what? On YR's own streams that he takes down, he will talk absolute crap on fucking Earl. And then, because it's been deleted, Dr. Earl never hears it. But, like, the guy will literally ridicule the guy and call him stupid and say, again, the whole autism thing again, because we're really going to listen to YR in his assessment of who has autism, because, being a sign spinner certainly shows, some sort of intelligence when it comes to assessing someone's mental state or, physical conditions. It's fucking retarded.
Oh, YR.
But Shaft, you were the one that wanted me to. I don't give a fuck if you're fucking high. I'm high now, right now. See, can't even not repeat now. And again, 420. Also, it is the 135th birthday of Adolf Hitler. So, however you choose to celebrate 420, I hope it's a good one.
420.
What else? But yeah, seriously, Shaft. I think I don't give a fuck if you're halfway in a coma or something because of the edibles that you ate. You should be addressing this stuff because you're the one who wanted me to go live today. In fact,
I did instigate you. Yes, I'm sorry.
What's that?
I did instigate it. I said I did instigate.
No, you inspired me. No, not instigate. You inspired me. You inspired me because I thought, why not? And I had no awareness of what he. Again, we've heard this before about you just get rid of Shaft. But again, this was a recent instance. I thought, fuck it, why not? Haven't been online for a while. Wanted to stream, and thought I could entertain people on this lazy Saturday.
I gotta read some stuff in the chat. Travis Richards in the chat says, just want to say that Joe still talks to them even though they got rid of JB and Drew, etc. And I'm stoned at the lake, smoking on some birthday cake.
Nice.
Happy 420.
That's actually a good, being at the lake, smoking some weed. Oh, beauty. Cheers to you, good sir. But yeah, so and again, Nikki, you made a great point. There's been times in the past where Joe has said shit in your or he said stuff in your Discord chat, but you've been doing shows he's never, to my knowledge, or at least to my recollection, I am stoned. I don't think he's ever called into one of your shows. But
he has maybe 2 or 3 times. But I'm not even saying I need him on my show. I'm like any given night, like Monday or Friday or even on Saturdays, like there's a bunch of stuff on. There's people on watching sports. Like even when I'm not live, he can jump on at any time.
Well, there's a lot of funny stuff that goes on in your Discord and stuff. People posting memes, discussions.
I'm not even saying he needs to come on when I'm live. Like I don't need Joe Cronin or Ken on my stream to make me popular. I'm not looking to be popular. I mean, I like that people watch. That's great. I do this to have fun, though.
Yeah.
Like, so with that being said, these people think they're trying to affect me by doing that. It's like, no. The people that are making me upset are the people that are almost losing their livelihoods over this and giving these people a gumption and time of day. When the people that have supporting you and literally giving you thousands of fucking dollars for years. For years. Where's Himmelfarb?
Let's not start on listing donations. Yeah, exactly. Because if we start on this list, we're not going to stop.
People? No, we got to start somewhere, Dave.
Okay, then let's do this. Let's fucking go!
It was more of a joke, but what I'm saying is just like, these people like to go and fuck with these people that have ruined them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just mind-boggling.
You remember when Himmelfarb was called a pedophile by certain individuals?
Yeah. Joe should have put a nit right to that, and he didn't do anything.
he should have put a contract on those people. Straight fact. This guy helped basically pay for most of his house.
Yeah. And look where he's at. MIA. Why? Gee, I wonder why.
You know what?
I'd fucking leave too after all that.
Look what happened to Fabe. First of all, that guy was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
His voice, it's fucking radio gold. The fact that he could imitate, what was the announcer's name, the WWE guy? Mauro Ronaldo? Or
Mauro Ronaldo, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that impression fucking made me piss my pants. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But damn, was this guy funny, and he was really informative too and stuff. The guy watched the product and presented things in a really enjoyable manner. What happened to him? Well, he's now fucking doing his own shit. And you know what Joe has said in the past about this? Like, he stole my donators. He stole my viewers. He tried to do something that I'm doing, and he sucks at it, so he's not as good as me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, no, when Fabe came in there, he was doing his own wrestling reviews and just thought a collaboration would work well because Joe clearly did because he worked with him. And, again, as always, like the guy would shit on fucking Fabe to the point where it happened to every other consistency people, every other fucking co-host. We got sick and tired of this fucking belligerent, fucking disrespectful attitude when all we did from the very get-go, without even a promise of payment or anything, we got into it because we wanted to help the guy out. We enjoyed what he did, and he treated us like fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. I never wanted to get paid by him. I always thought that was weird. Like, I have a job. Like, why would I need money to be on your radio show?
I just remember that there was times before, these donos were introduced and all the systems and all that sort of shit, where we would go on there. Again, it could have been like 10, 11 p.m. on a weekday, knowing that we had to go to work the next day. And we watched the product, no matter how bad it was, the WWE product, to, again, be able to participate in a discussion on something that we enjoyed. And we stayed up that late, and the show 2-3 hours or whatever, reviewing this stuff and trying to help out a guy that, we enjoyed. But Joe changed. And he just
probably one of the big donos.
Yeah,
and
money talks.
That's probably
and it's sad because again, look, you can't be.
I know he needed the money. I remember his old house.
Oh, do I? I certainly do. Yeah.
That's no way to. I mean, when I say this, I'm not putting him down at all. But that's so small space. You can't raise a family in that. So I totally understand the hustle that he was doing. But I mean, there's a lot of people that helped you out do that hustle that you kind of slapped in the face.
Dude, I remember times where we would have to wait like an hour on hold on Skype or whatever before Joe would be ready. But we were there because, again, we saw the same thing. We're like, dude, we would love to see you outside of that place living, in a house that you can raise a family in. And again, the dedication, like Jesse, I don't know what's going on now with Jesse. I haven't talked to him in ages, but I remember that this guy was fucking stuck with Cronin at the hip. And from day one that this guy was fully supportive of the guy and would always, again, spend time to even be on hold and wait until the show started and stuff. And we know that this guy suffered massive health issues and shit, and apparently sitting really hurts him a lot. But he did that for Joe when money wasn't even a discussion. It was just like our love of pro wrestling.
Right.
And Joe threw that all away.
A lot of it is people actually liked pro wrestling and like Ryan the heel. Joe ran him off. And all Ryan ever wanted to do was like do some reviews with them because Ryan knows a shit ton of shit about wrestling. But for some reason, Joe thought he had an ego. It's like, no, Joe. People just want to like help you do your show, and they have maybe some insights.
Wow.
Yeah, like Travis is saying in the chat right now. Me and Nikki still talk about the old shows to this day, even when JB burnt the belt and Tommy's freak out.
Oh,
You know, remember the
That-
balloon outside Tommy's door?
yep.
That fucking balloon.
Or the buzzing of the phone, like they're sending me another message.
Yes, yo. Anytime Tommy would get
Just turn off your phone. No, a famous celebrity might call me.
yeah, I can't change my number. It's like you do realize their agents can get your number if they want, right?
But there was good times. That's what's so disappointing is that this guy changed a lot in many ways, but in other ways he sort of stayed the same. Yeah, it just like it started off as fun, and he became very, I don't even, vindictive, fucking emotional. The list goes on, but it's just like, I guess money does change people. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's disappointing. I'm just disappointed because again, I was there for these shows that made me laugh to the point I almost cried. Or the time where fucking Ken was doing the Ryback impression that I actually did cry and was fucking dying. That laugh, that was genuine. It absolutely sounds psychotic and crazy, but that was me because it was just so goddamn funny. And I couldn't have fucking laughed that way if it wasn't for Joe and Ken.
Dude, when you and Ken and JB and Joe and Tommy were all on the show consistently, they were fucking playing that in 2 bars in Chicago.
Really? Oh, that's right. I remember one guy was tweeting in. He's like, yo, I'm at this bar, and they let us play this shit.
Yeah. It was at 2 separate bars where they started playing Monetize This every Friday.
That's fucking so cool.
Because of the way Ken and JB and Joe and you and Tommy like bounced off of each other.
You know what I love?
Especially when Tommy was on the show.
Yeah. I'll just quickly add that I really loved when I learned about this is that, well, not when I learned about this, when I saw it, is that like there'd be so many times where I'd get into it with JB and people in the chat would just spam it with like fight forever.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm happy that I was there for what I call the golden age, which was again me, Joe, JB, Jesse, sometimes Leah, but that to me was fucking the golden age, and a lot of people also agree.
I would never ask to be on the show ever. Why would I ever ask to ruin that? You know what I mean? Like.
No, I agree with you. There's been times where, say, for example, on Ken's show, there's been times where him, Cunny Chris, and Filthy are on there, and they're just talking such great stuff. And it's like, I loved interacting with Ken and those guys, but why would I even like interrupt this fucking piece of gold that we got here? Despite the fact that literally Ken the day earlier, the same day, text me, privately saying, yo, call in tonight, talk about this, or, maybe, you want to talk about that, whatever. Like, again, seeing that goal, it's like, why would I interrupt this? I'm fucking enjoying this. Oh,
I will admit this live on my stream right now.
Was that?
I will admit this live on my stream right now. After these two had split up, I still watch Ken. I don't really watch Joe anymore. I watch Ken because Ken's funnier and Ken is consistent with the people that he has on his show still. He doesn't bring more on or less. Like, all these yahoos that Joe goes through it's just nails on a chalkboard. It's not even funny. I find I cover your ears. I find Mellow Yellow funnier than most of the people that are even on Joe's show right now.
Well, I haven't watched Joe's show in a while, but I could
Like,
I could see that. I won't dispute what you're saying because Mellow Yellow has had a few fucking okay times, but
I'm just trying to compare something to something.
no, but like,
But
sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that from what I've seen, again, Luke Rojas has been on YR stuff. And it's just like, no, this. And in fact, I remember when I was still on the show, and he called in. His sister was in the background, this and that, blah blah blah. The guy was an absolute kid and stuff. Actually, what was I getting with? Oh yeah, no, just how unentertaining he was back then, and even when he appeared on YR's streams and shit, how unentertaining he was there too. So I can only imagine what that he'd be doing the exact same thing on Joe's show, just being just annoying, like not contributing anything and making it about himself.
The one other thing too, I'm not trying to make this a shit on Joe day, but
Why not? Fuck it.
Well, I'm not trying to, but the
Too late.
one other thing that really has started that kind of made me leave too is the way he started covering wrestling. Like he just like on some of these major events and stuff that everybody I talked to and was reading about, like they said, this is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. And here he's making fun of an entrance or the music or the camera guy doing something weird. It's like, dude, wrestling's actually good right now. Like, I look forward to each week watching all these shows, and all you gotta do is nitpick it every single time. Like, there's so many. Like, every day of the week, there's wrestling from TNA to Ring of Honor to AEW.
Can you think of anything that he said that again got you to this point? Because like again, you're talking about nitpicking small things, but like
it's the pay-per-views that he doesn't do watch. Like if Joe did a watch along for these pay-per-views, do you know how big that would fucking be?
Probably.
You know how many people would tune into him if he was actually watching these shows live? But he's not. He never does. It mind boggles me that he doesn't do a live watch along for WrestleMania. Like he waited like 2 hours until WrestleMania was almost done to go live. I'm just like, dude, you are a wrestling channel. Like, what are you doing?
Ghost from the Coast in the chat says, "Who's not funny, Nikki?" In my chat, please explain why Joe's crew isn't funny. Well, I think I just explained when it came to Rojas. I don't know who else is on the roster when it comes there, but
it's all fucking baby treehouse shit, dude. You have no idea. Go back and watch some old monetized thises and come back and watch the new ones. You'll be like, wow, childish bullshit. All it is Joe fucking starting the show, then being there an hour, and then Garguts.
That sounds terrible. Is he still walking away while the show's running to go make dinner or something, and he just leaves the yokels there talking on the show?
As of a month ago, he still was. But that's when I unsubscribed, and got rid of all of it. He should cover more besides AEW and WWE. I think talking about New Japan Wrestling has been great, and Impact and other promotions too, Travis says. Yeah, there's a lot of good wrestling going on in New Japan. A lot of good wrestling going on in GCW too. TNA and NWA, but NWO, but he doesn't do anything.
I remember when
cover it.
Dude, I remember when we were covering things like TNA with the Matt Hardy broken thing. I was there again watching it as it started and stuff, and we discussed it on his show. So he has discussed that sort of thing in the past.
Not anymore. It's all just critiquing.
Yeah, but again, is this has
I
he
tell you one
become
thing,
has he become the Boston JD? It's just complaints about the little
I
bullshit
don't know.
rather than actually watching it for the professional wrestling, if that even exists in
I'm
WWE anymore. I mean,
I'm honestly not sure. I don't really watch them. Ever since I haven't been watching wrestling reviews, watching wrestling has actually been a lot better. Like if that kind of makes sense to
no, it
anybody
does.
out there.
Actually, it strangely does. It's
Like
because if you're not
like
nitpicking bullshit, you can focus on really why you're there, professional wrestling.
yeah. And ever since I've been just watching wrestling and not like, oh, I got to go watch the review now. And then I'm like, well, damn, now I see everything that's been wrong. And it's like, well, if I just watch it without watching any of this, this crap of them critiquing it, then I'll just have fun. And it's been a lot more fun.
Okay, hold on. Nikki goes from the coast in my chat says Nikki explaining shit like as a scorned lover. LOL. Before you address that, let me say
Scorned
this.
lover?
Relax with the cockswacks. Before you respond, I want to say, then what's my attitude? Somebody who spent fucking 7 years, I guess, 8 years.
Right, 8.
Maybe
Probably a
more,
little over
almost
8,
almost a decade. It's been a decade since I found Cronin, which is fucking insane. How do you explain me? And again, how do you explain the 16-time sail away champion? I didn't ask to come back. He asked me back every single fucking time. Okay, how do you explain that? Is my attitude and the attitude of every other former co-host who basically shares my opinion and says it in their own way? Are we're the ones that are wrong here on this? I know you like Joe and stuff, but like you got to look at this pattern. You know, pattern recognition is important. And when you notice that you've had, and yes, some co-hosts you could consider scumbags. I mean, I'm sure that many people consider me one, but you could also look at fucking Tommy C, for example, who is a certified scumbag. Regardless, is that again, we all share the same opinion. And we all said the same thing. So how can that be disputed? It's not that we're the problem here. It's Joe.
I know Joe can be a good guy. That's the thing. I know he can be a nice person.
He was, at least when we started, at least when I started working with him. Became very vindictive and very sour, very resentful.
People just change as they get older, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but
maybe, honestly, maybe it's me. Maybe I've just matured. Maybe I just don't find a lot of it funny, I guess. I don't know.
I like how you said
I'm
matured.
trying to play I guess I'm trying to play devil's advocate here and not trying to be a total prick. You know how I am.
No, you actually do certainly try to take a more middle path than I do. And, you try to be fair and all that. But, again, the truth is the truth. So you're right on what you're saying. And, again, here's another thing is that donating to Joe, especially when it's just like for years on end and he promises all these things, because that's the thing is that, and a lot of people don't even give a fuck about the promises. They're like, oh, you're offering me to be on your show and stuff. It's like, no, I'm very happy with just paying you $25 a month and watching your shows, knowing that you're going to go live, knowing that when I'm done work or, I'm not busy or I'm just relaxing on the weekend, I can count on you providing content, because that money that I'm giving you that I worked hard for, I see it properly invested in you because you're going to entertain me. You're going to make me happy. You're going to make me laugh. You're going to educate me on things. And I think it's totally worth paying you that money. But when he doesn't do what you're expecting him to do, because that's why you started paying that, entertainment, laughs, fun, when it's all just gripes, complaints and stuff, it's just like, I'm not having fun anymore. And yet people try to guilt you when you revoke that, donation and stuff. Like, that's not fair. You were never beholden to donate to Joe. You did so out of your own personal choice and enjoyment.
Nobody made me. Yeah, I did it all on my own. For sure, yeah. And plus, I like the content. I liked what was going on.
Ghost from the Coast says, Devious, I know, but you actually explained it. Nikki just didn't say anything but, oh, it's treehouse shit. I'm not saying all of you guys are the problem. Of course, it keeps happening. And then he says, there's something to it, and I understand. Yeah.
I don't need to be categorized as a problem at all. I was never a problem.
But again, this I was addressing this whole scorn lover thing. Is that it's just like we've spent so much time trying to, or money, or both, trying to help the guy out, and look at the results and stuff. But then look at every other fucking co-host or former large donator that happening to, and in the end, you've got to draw the conclusion it's Joe that's causing this problem here, because we all joined initially to help the guy out. It is sad, but it is what it is. And in the end, it's always Joe that's the problem here. I mean, with like somebody like fucking Ken, who's willing, again, you got to hold their feet to the fire, like you said, Nikki, but even associating with fucking YR after all the shit he pulled, or Greasy Illegal. And this guy with a big heart, probably needs to go see a doctor because it's probably enlarged and some genetic issue and stuff. Because nobody, has such a big heart and doesn't, fall prey to problems, to be quite honest. But like, even Ken I don't say refuses, but realizes that there's no working out a relationship with Joe. Joe's always going to be this way, and they can't reconcile. And that's perfectly understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So if Ken, who's willing to fucking even deal with YR or SE Steve, isn't willing to do the same with Joe, that says a lot about Joe. And it's sad, though. It's sad because the guy has potential. He is funny. But it's sort of wasted talent.
It is. It is.
And that's another thing is that Ghost from the Coast needs to realize is that, again, we're not this greasy piece of shit illegal Arturo who wishes malicious intent on other people. We would love to see Joe thrive. I always said to the guy from the get-go, when I met the guy, I said, why are you not on fucking Sirius XM? Like, you should have your own fucking channel. You are that talented.
Go and watch any of my streams. I guarantee you, I haven't talked about any of this stuff in probably like
Ages.
15, 20 streams. Like, no joke. Like, I haven't said anything about any of this. Like, I don't stream or talk about this.
Well, there's a rule on your channel is that there's no drama, lad.
Well, it's not that there's no drama. It's just, I don't know. We're above this shit. Like, there people in the community come to my Discord so they don't have to hear about this, I guess.
Can't blame them.
They want to be in the community and hang out with people, but they want to be in it without knowing about any of this other stuff.
Yeah, it's.
And if anybody thinks I'm trying to steal like subs or people's donations or anything like that, I'm sorry that people just like hanging out with me. Sorry. I don't ask anybody to subscribe or to donate or anything. Like, but if people want to hang out with me, you can't hate them for that. Because I've seen comments where people have said that, oh, well, Nikki's just, trying to get more people on his Discord and trying to get more people to subscribe to him, and he's just leeching off of things.
What? Who said that?
Then why don't I ever start off my stream saying, oh, hit that subscribe button down below? It's always, hey, folks, how's it going? Here's the hit of the day. And then I take a hit, blow it at the camera. And then usually bring up something about the day's top fucked up shit,
Good question. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here on my end. I don't know what's going on yours.
And Travis said the Discord is just a place to drink and smoke and watch sports and talk, kind of like a hunt and fish club. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is fun in your Discord and stuff, and
Like right now, we're streaming the boxing match tonight. There's a big boxing match. Ryan Garcia, is fighting. So
you gonna be watching
probably be a lot
AEW
of people
tomorrow?
on. We'll probably have people on for that.
Because
That's the
if
thing,
you
like,
are,
every day-
I'll be fucking there.
Yeah, every day we got things going on. Like the Blunts TV network is streaming. Like,
Yeah, your Discord adds a lot of fun, and you got so many people in there, and they're very diverse in their opinions. There's that one chick that blocked me entirely from replying to her because I confronted her on her attitude. I can't remember whose wife that
Right.
is or girl.
there's a lot of, and that's the thing. That's how the world. That's how we don't have to go into it, but that's how a lot of these institutions and colleges should be. Like how my Discord is. A lot of different diversity spectrums, beliefs, thoughts, blah blah blah. Makes for a good debate on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know about you, Dave.
Well, you know what I know is what I'll be discussing in a moment. The Ghost from the Coast in my chat says he's talking to Ryan. Luke Rojas is a disrespectful turd, but he's just messing around. I guess some people have thicker skin than others. And
No, I got thick
here's the
skin,
thing, though.
it's just-
No, what I want to
really-
quickly say is that
Go ahead. You're good.
Rojas, from the get-go, didn't like me when he called into the show and stuff. Maybe it's because the guy was sexually molested, I believe, by his father, but it was a male figure.
Okay.
And well, that's the truth, and the truth always conquers all. But
The truth will
he's
set you
looked.
free, Jesus said.
That's right. Hallelujah. Praise God. Christ is King. And he's always made Joe into this father-like figure, which many other people have in this community. Let's not lie. So a lot of people look to Joe for that absent role model figure, which is sad, but it is the truth because you can fucking see it. And Rojas basically would take a bullet for the guy because he is so desperate for this validation and affirmation from a positive, supposedly positive male role model, that it shows in his actions. And he's always disliked me. He made a video like 2-3 years ago that he said like, oh, well, Dave Rose just left Joe's show. I bet he's going to be coming back anytime. And why does Joe keep accepting him? Well, ask Joe. But the fact is that, no, I didn't return. And that was like 2-3 years ago and stuff. I thought it was hilarious because that was the last time. That's when I finally retired from sailing away from Joe. And it's just so funny that these people seem to think that they know me. Oh, you think you know me? No, you know what I'm saying. But, yes, I'm stoned. But, again, people like that, I'm just going to sit back and allow for this nobody who didn't amount to shit, who's now just floating along with whatever's going on with Joe's show, to say this shit about me. I was there during the fucking golden era. The time where you were, 14 or 12 there, Rojas? Watching us make magic. And you'll never, ever be able to recreate that. That is what is, again, something that I take from this. Okay, so a lot of shit happened with me and Joe. Fine. But you know what? Some of those times were fun, and I know that people still remember me from that. Got the other day, new addition to my Discord, somebody who's started watching Joe a long time ago, and is like, but I still remember you, Dave. Like, the stuff that you did was great. And it's like, here's the invitation to the Discord. We love you. Shout out to the 32 viewing on my channel.
30.
Dude.
Let's take a break and do a social.
That's indeed. Let's. I got my joint right here. So
It is for 20th.
somewhere. Well, not in Japan. This New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I'm trucking in there. I was trucking earlier in the area of the Emerald Triangle out in California. Have you ever heard of that? The Emerald Triangle?
No.
Back before weed kind of got like how it is now, recreational, like everywhere, blah, blah, blah. There was a triangle area out in California, Northern California, where it was just literally decriminalized all the way down to where cops were even growing it themselves. Like it was just the weed capital of America, if you will. And
You know where the coke capital of America is?
yeah, well, what?
Colombia.
Well, the other thing I remember about this documentary about the Emerald Triangle I saw stalks of weed plants that were as big as my fucking thigh, dude. Like they were trees. Like
sounds
it was
delicious.
insane.
Oh, I love it.
It was insane. It was in people's backyards, man. And it was just huge bush with just fucking huge buds on it, grown in the right climate.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, it was. And then when they were showing me the police and how they were even like growing it too and whatnot, and it was just because everybody like in the area, everybody's just all on the same page, like it's just accepted, and I guess it was so decriminalized, and now like weed's so recreational. When I buy my ounces, I usually get it in the what I usually do is I'll get it in the 18 to 20% THC for like the flower.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'll randomly jump up to like 25% flower or buds,
Yeah.
just to like get a really rush, but I'll go back down, because if you think about it, if you start smoking like 25 to 30% THC bud, like nonstop, are you ever going to get fucking high?
That is a good point. I'm glad that you're viewing that.
mean?
Yeah. Your immunity is going to grow dramatically.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, hear me out. If you don't smoke a lot, like I smoke every day, all day. Like
Every
I smoke
day.
Like cigarettes.
Every.
But some people don't. They wait till at night before they go to bed. And if you do that, if you're smoking something that's 40%, at night, I mean, yeah, it's gonna knock you out and you're gonna feel great. But to somebody like me, I'm gonna, my tolerance, it's just gonna make my tolerance grow.
I've noticed that, yeah, and it's a numbers game. You gotta, again, you're talking smart about like, okay, I'll keep it between 18 and 22 because maybe once in a while I'll get 33, but I do that every day and then I don't get high no more.
Right, exactly. So that's why, but once in a while I'll jump up a little bit just because I know that my tolerance level is down a lot lower. And if I jump up and do that spike, it will be beneficial to me.
Dude, you know what
I mean?
I've loved
for the time that I go through that ounce.
I've loved like basically taking a month off, not smoking anything, and then just that first joint after that fucking break. Yeah. It's just like, whoa, dude! Like this is like the first time.
The goosebumps that literally shoot up your fucking arm.
Again, like I would say, I've said this for a while, is I get stoned, but I don't get high. Again, you feel that muscle relaxation. That's the main reason I use cannabis is that muscle relaxation. Yeah, you've got the euphoria and all, but it's
right.
But it again with the amount I fucking smoke and for how long I've been doing it, you don't get the same high that you did when you first started it. Where it's just like, dude, I'm walking on fucking clouds. Like I'm literally flying through a galaxy and like I'm one with the universe. Mm-hmm. Like it's not that way when your tolerance is high.
Right. Please welcome to the call, the one and only Ryan the Heel.
Bruh.
Yeah, I had to hop on here real
gang,
quick.
Gang.
Motherfuckers get the whooping and start talking shit.
All right, now that we got you here, late smack
Smoke
down.
that shit, dog.
So all right, for some clarification, why I don't fuck with Joe or whatever is because I guess like what Nikki said, that nigga I guess didn't like what I was doing because I used to show off, you know what I'm saying, my action figures and shit. But the you know how I used to try to talk, motherfuckers would mute me because I'm black and I say the, you know what I'm saying, the N word and shit. Motherfuckers ain't like that shit. So I don't know. They just muted me and shit. So I never really get to talk for real. And then when I did, you know what I mean, I get talked over and shit. So I just be like, man, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna sit right here then. And I guess niggas ain't really understand that shit or understand me. So I just remove myself for the whole situation for real.
And but the thing is, by him just doing that, removing himself, and literally like the same thing I did, not saying anything, it still had blowback. Things were still sad.
Right,
about
yeah, motherfuckers blew that shit all out of proportion and shit. But I mean, it's all good though. Like motherfuckers like grew up from that shit. Like I ain't talked to Joe in what, like a year or some shit. I'm out here doing my own shit. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers with my own shit, doing sneakers and wrestling. So
Yo, I've been doing this for fucking ages, and I still don't have 1,000 subscribers. So, you know, when anyone surpasses me and hits that 1,000, I always love it. For real.
But Ryan, it's like I said earlier. It's been a lot better not listening and watching reviews after wrestling. You know what I mean? You get just watching wrestling. You know.
Yeah, but I said this to. I said this to
like wrestling. Like if that's his passion, motherfuckers be saying, "Oh, this wrestling is my passion." Nigga, that ain't your fucking passion. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You be saying down this shit. You don't watch wrestling or AEW wrestling or none of that shit. So now you want to talk about some niggas be watching wrestling? Like shut your ass up. Nigga.
Yeah, and especially I gotta say this.
Japan.
Yo, I gotta say this.
TNA.
Fucking yeah, like fucking who else in the community is fucking even talking about NJPW? Ryan's the only guy fucking talking about it. I'm learning my shit. Like again, I could fucking like I know a bit about it, more than a bit. But again, it's the thing is, I'm ignorant. I'm fucking worthless compared to all these other people that do know about this sort of thing. And who is talking about it here? It's fucking Ryan. So I'm learning some shit from there, and like. Again, if you really like wrestling, you're gonna fucking expose yourself to more than just fucking the Fed product.
By him turning me on to New Japan, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning just to watch it.
Another reason to join your fucking Discord, because these motherfuckers, Nikki and Ryan, are up at fucking 4 or 5 in the morning watching something straight from Japan and fucking and actually enjoying it because that's what they like and stuff. Not begging about for donations or, oh, I can't pay my mortgage or whatever. My kid waffled the 5th fucking big screen. Like, no, they're fucking...
Already.
I remember that. Throwing the controller at it. I remember your conversation with him. Did you spank him? No. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Yep, you remember.
Dude, I could imagine if I threw the remote at our TV growing up.
Dude.
Oh, I would have to go and cut my own switch.
Dude, I'd be happy. I'd probably, again, not even get a gravestone for pulling that sort of shit,
Right.
Throw a controller at the TVs that we had, the controller would fucking break them hard glass fucking TVs.
Yeah, exactly. Those old Zenith ones. Zenith and Philips.
I would have got beat for breaking my controller.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They've been like, fuck that TV. We paid $70 for this controller, motherfucker.
So Ryan, I don't know if you're watching my chat, but Ghost from the Coast said he actually spoke about it, that he liked the action figures. I mean, I'm the only one saying anything. There's not a market for those nasty indie promotions. I don't get that. No one cares? What do you mean no one cares? Hold on.
I was just talking about
New Japan is not fucking indie.
Probably about like GCW or some shit.
But no, but hold on. But people do like GCW. I'm not the biggest fan personally because I really don't like their death matches. It's too bloody. Blood belongs and stuff, but some things are unnecessary and stuff.
That shit was pretty dope.
But that's also interesting too. And you know what? Again, this is the best time to be alive to be watching wrestling. there's so much variety. There's so much fucking
It
out
is.
there.
Right. I figured
It
you'd
is.
say you didn't like the intersex matches where it's a guy versus a girl.
Oh yeah, little intergender matches.
Yeah, intergender matches. That's what they
Yeah.
call them. That's what I thought you were gonna say you didn't like. Because I find those kind of cringe.
I
They
don't.
have
I'm
death
not a.
matches
Some of
between
them.
I'm not a
guys and
big
girls
fan
on
on
that.
mixed gender, matches. But
Hey, check me out. Hey, Dave.
what up?
I was talking about this the other night in here. I said I stopped watching AEW when Tony Khan started doing the Forbidden Door stuff, bringing in all these New Japan guys and all these ROH guys because I don't know any of them, and I don't watch New Japan and
Oh my
stuff. And then I
god! But
think Shaft.
I don't watch those shits
Look,
either. On a consistent
right?
basis. But
That's
I'm still like interested.
and I think Shaft was the one that he was like, and Dave would be acting like it's the best shit in the world. I was like, oh, Dave probably watches New Japan and ROH and that, and they were like, no, he don't watch none of that. And I'm thinking like, how could he act like AEW is the best when
Hold
he
on,
don't
no,
know
hold
any
on.
of these new
It's
guys?
not okay. Let's be clear. It's not that I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch it consistently. Okay, so I'll read up on what's going on. I'll see certain matches on YouTube, for example, or on Twitter. But I don't. Okay, the only pro wrestling show that I tune into and watch end to end is AEW. Not normally the Friday show. Probably has to do because it's not live, but also, come on, let's just be honest. It's not the best show. Although they've done some good stuff. But Wednesday nights, I'm fucking glued to the fucking TV. Fucking Saturday, same thing.
Dynamite.
And on
And
fucking...
they've had some good Dynamite shows.
No, no. Wednesday night Dynamite fucking probably has the best fucking matches in AEW. So, but again, even stuff that's going on in WWE, I don't watch WWE, okay? I don't tune in, but on my timeline, on fucking websites and stuff, I learn about what's going on. So I'm aware, but I'm not participating. I'm not being brought in. And people have asked me, and this is something that was asked of me at least a year ago, and I keep thinking back about it, is they asked me, what would it take for you to come back and watch WWE? Because I stopped in, I think it was 2019, 2018. I was like, I'm enough. Like, I again, staying up late, reviewing this shit, helping out Joe and all that. It got to a point where it's like, this is not fun anymore. I do not like this this product, and I don't want to watch.
I think now, like right now, would be a time for you to come back. Like no joke. Like I think your mind would get really changed. Like
Yeah,
it's
WWE
so
was
different.
unwatchable a year
Like
ago.
it's so different now, Dave. Like it's so different.
But I keep
From the
hearing
camera
things like
work
Cody
to the
is
way
still fucking
Mike-
up with his promos and nobody really likes him.
What? No, he's got big pops. Like what do you?
But
no.
the promos apparently are still somewhat cringy. But more importantly is that AEW gives me everything I want, everything I need. I can't find. I can't say that. I can't say I can't find a problem with their product because I would certainly fucking criticize it. But it's entertaining, and I only have a certain amount of time, so I can't watch every fucking wrestling show out there. But I just don't see a reason why to go back. Like you keep saying, Nikki, like, oh, now's the time. Well, why? What is specifically?
Because they're literally coming into their 15th and 16th consecutive sellout shows, like this year.
But this
like,
bloodline shit is
like
interesting as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like there's, it's just different now. Like
In the
Triple
way
H
that they-
has the fucking keys, man, and it's so different.
The way that they're portraying this Tamatanga guy from New
yeah.
Japan, dude, this shit's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's the
loving
thing, though. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers. Is if you look at them, you've got mostly talking during the fucking show and not actual wrestling.
No.
But
They
with
started off SmackDown with
if
wrestling.
you compare again the numbers, if you break it down, the numbers, they did this during the last Raw. Is like if you take a look at how many minutes are dedicated to speaking compared to how many minutes are compared to wrestling, AEW versus WWE. AEW is mostly wrestling. Very few vignettes and fucking promos and all that sort of thing compared to WWE, or like a 40-minute promo. You guys know that happens with WWE, but AEW is the one that's producing shows that. Another thing, title contentions on TV, not reserved for a pay-per-view, not reserved 1,000 days after somebody has fucking won the belt, blah, blah, blah. It's just like you get fucking pay-per-view quality shows on fucking TV with AEW.
But AEW is only a 2-hour show, so even if they wanted to do a 40-minute promo segment, they couldn't.
But I don't want to see a 40-minute segment. I want to see pro wrestling.
But where was there a 40-minute promo? That never happened.
Recently, I think it. Oh fuck! What was it? I saw this on Twitter.
It was probably the one with for the Rock
I think it was
and the
WrestleMania.
Bloodline before WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the one.
It was 15 minutes.
No.
Yeah, Dave, they're gonna fucking do a 40-minute promo leading into WrestleMania.
Do you know what made it 40 minutes? Roman Reigns' entrance alone was 20 minutes.
He's got a point.
The
there.
Rock, his entrance was like 5 minutes, and then the promo was like 15 minutes.
Okay, well, culmination-wise, the point is though that really, like, you're fine with that apparently, but I'm not. Is that make me the bad guy? Like, I want to watch professional wrestling. I don't want to wait for, again, like The Undertaker. That's a point that everyone laughs at. It's just like, okay, I've got enough time to go to the bathroom, maybe plant some flowers, paint a wall before this guy gets to the ring.
No, I agree with the how long it takes for them to get to the ring, but yeah, there was no 40-minute promo though.
Yeah, it was exacerbated.
There's been times where all it was simply talking in the ring and, one of them gets out of the ring and, oh my God, the ropes are holding me back. I can't just jump out of here and go beat your ass. No, you don't run away from me. Don't run away from me. I still have some words for you. But you don't see that sort of shit in fucking... What's that?
That was back when Vince was in charge. That shit don't happen anymore.
The show has gotten significantly better since Vince has been gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then why does Triple H need to come out and, again, try to rub his ego?
They unveiled new belts.
You don't necessarily need him there, but more importantly is that Triple H is mentioned in all these allegations that are going on with WWE, and to be quite honest, I think he's doing the same old, and he's also protecting the system.
The problem is you're not really doing your full research like you should be.
Okay, you know what? I obviously am biased, but here's the thing though. How about I just not watch WWE? And I never really gave a shit about them after I said I'm done with it. And say, because I've done this in the past. Say, you know what? You like WWE? Awesome, good for you. I don't watch it, but if you enjoy doing that, do so. But
I'm not saying that you got to do that. I'm just saying, like, Dave, like you're literally missing out on good stuff right now. But you're not. But you're saying you are missing, that you don't care that you're missing out. But it's like, dude, like You are. Like,
no, but see,
you would
here's the
like
thing,
what's
though:
going
is
on.
am I like with what I'm being given with AEW? Am I really being? Because I'm getting so much from AEW. Like,
You know what you could do, Dave? You could watch 5-minute YouTube clips of like the important shit. So
again, that stuff
you
does
save
come.
yourself 3 hours.
That stuff comes up on my timeline on Twitter, and I watch it. And again,
Oh, well, there you go. That's good. That's good enough for me. That's
look,
what I do with
okay,
AEW.
let me say it in a different way. With AEW, they signed Will Ospreay. I was aware of him prior. I'd watched some stuff from New Japan. What really got my attention was his match with Nick Wayne, when I think the kid was fucking. Well, he certainly was he was a minor at that point. I think he was like 16, 17 years old. Practically took his head off. But I saw so much of Nick Wayne as well. Both of them obviously working for AEW. And
Was he the one that was with feuding with Hook?
yes, he's managed
Okay.
by Christian Cage. But
Right, yeah.
I'm stoned. Fuck. Who was I just talking about?
Will Ospreay.
Ospreay, thank you. I am so impressed by the guy. I do see him becoming the next GOAT, to be quite honest. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow when I do my show, shitting on people like you, about how much you're willing to. I'm just joking, but like just WWE marks who will shit on AEW, not watch the product, and claim that it's that for the next, for the sixth year that AEW is going out of business. But I do plan to.
To our defense, you can't say that about us because we do watch AEW.
No, I'm joking around there, but mostly it's just, again, what I've seen. What really is spurring me to do this is that for the last 3 weeks, I've just seen so much bullshit that I just said, enough's enough. Like, I really wanted to. I love talking about AEW, and I've seen so much bullshit. Again, the WrestleMania week, where it's all supposed to be about WrestleMania. They're taking digs at fucking AEW, and then AEW responds with something that was going to be. They're like, "Oh, how dare AEW do this? It's so dirty," and blah blah blah. It just there's so much misunderstanding. But I see this. I'm not even sure it's misunderstanding, but the point is that there's so much tribalism in wrestling, which is just fucking stupid. Because again, you guys do realize competition's good. New Japan, fucking awesome. Doesn't matter if they're not big in the North American audience. They've got fucking this established history, and it's great to watch. I'm willing to wake up at 4 a.m, Nikki, to fucking watch this shit. Like, that's dedication and appreciation of the fucking sport. TNA, there's something happening tonight, I believe, pay-per-view. TNA pay-per-view. Competition is good. This is.
Oh, that's right.
This is the best time, I think, for the selection of wrestling. You can watch wrestling every single day of the week. So my problem is people shitting on AEW on things that really are inconsequential or can't apply, and ignoring the fact that now is the time that we should be encouraging all this competition because it's giving us the best wrestling. GMTA, you said WWE, and you, Nikki, as well, said WWE now is better than 2019. Could that maybe, are you willing to at least partially admit this, but is that maybe because of the pressure that was put on by AEW?
No.
No.
I understand.
They just decided to get
what
better,
you're
even
saying.
though they were fucking shit
And
for the past.
If the old brass.
You're
Hold
delayed.
on, listen. If Vince was still in charge, it would be, your argument would make sense. But what we're trying to say is, no, dude, changes are good. Changes have been made, and changes are good to like. This is good stuff that's going on right now. Like, I get your argument that you're saying, But what we're saying is because of there's the old brass isn't there, there's new stuff going on. That's what we're trying to say. We're not saying that it has anything to do with any pressure from AEW or anything. It's because they got rid of the person that used to run it all, and it was a rinse and repeat kind of thing. And now they got a whole new coloring book that they can do whatever they want with. That's what we're saying.
Okay, so what about the recent releases that they made? Jinder Mahal and a few others, and
the WWE.
Yeah,
I know AEW released some people too.
Yeah, they've done that.
Did too. The Jinder Mahal thing. I don't know. Like, what are you really gonna do with him anyway? Like, just like Albert Del Rio. Like, what the? They're so like, I don't know. Like,
Alberto Del Rio was actually good though. He was just
Yeah,
a
but,
fucking
like-
moron,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
beating the shit out of Paige. Or he was beating some women.
I saw the video. I don't know.
Did you see that video
But
of him
what
in
we're
a school
basically-
gym wrestling with like 20 people?
Yes,
Nuh-uh.
I did see that there. It's kind of cringe.
He was wrestling in a high school.
Yeah, dude. It was a undercard. Like, like I don't even know what the name of the card was, but it was like only 20 people were there, like Dave said.
But Jinder is a lot different than Alberto Del Rio because they put Jinder in fucking 3-man band.
Yeah, they did with that guy.
That
with
killed
the
his
two
fucking
Indians,
career.
too. It's all right. They'll bring him back for Crown Jewel. Sacrifice him to the Saudis like they do every year.
They got Mansoor over there still.
Well, Mansoor was, I believe, recently in Uganda for soft ground wrestling. I don't know if you've been following that.
I never even heard of that.
I put the link in your chat the other day, Nikki. I told you it was a bunch of fucking black orphans in Uganda who started up their own wrestling, or that they're associated with like a wrestling organization, Uganda, and there's no mat or ring. It's just like on, again, muddy ground. Talked to you about this the other day, but again, it's 420. Happy 420, people. So everyone's stoned. So it's
Maybe
okay
it
if
was
you're.
the terminology. Hold on, maybe it was the terminology you were using behind it.
What terminology?
You know, like the terminology. Maybe I just didn't put two and two together or what you were saying.
Possibly, but again,
2 and 2
420.
does make 4, Dave. Or see, 2 and 2 does make 4 equals 420. Ah, somebody shoot
It is-
me in the face.
It is 4/20/2024.
Yeah, and backwards is the same thing.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Dude, and we just had an eclipse, dude.
Yeah, could you imagine if the eclipse was on 420? On 420? Damn.
Word, dude.
See crashed out, bro.
Speaking of crashing out,
I-
fucking Extreme Shaft certainly did.
He messaged me and said that he had somebody stop over.
Yeah, sure thing.
But yeah, he probably passed out.
And he was begging me this morning. Oh, you want to go live? I want to talk shit about SE Steve. Like, maybe. See, the things that I do for my audience, just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he says, Ghost of the Coast says, you can't say that. 3MB didn't anyone look at Drew.
What?
What?
He says, didn't kill, sorry. You can't say that. 3MB didn't kill anyone. Look at Drew. I don't know what that means.
because Drew McIntyre was in 3MB and then he became world
Oh,
champion.
that's right. Yeah.
But still, so did Jinder Mahal. He became world champion, but he still was never the same after that. And Heath Slater would have never been anything because of that.
Yeah, Heath Slater showed so much potential and stuff. He was enjoyable, and they killed him. They just destroyed the potential that he had. That's another reason. Again, doing it to all these people that I thought had potential and stuff, it doesn't give me the confidence to watch that sort of product, knowing that they'll do it at the drop of a dime. Drew McIntyre, I think, did amazing in TNA. And, then he went back to WWE. But TNA at one point was just fucking... What's that?
I was going to say, Drew McIntyre left and became an entirely new person. Like, his entire physique changed. He grew a fucking beard and goatee and shit. Like, he wasn't the same person when he came back to WWE.
I remember when Joe Cronin interviewed the guy. That was a good interview. It's gonna be quite
I didn't know that. That was probably before I started watching Joe.
A few years ago. Yes, Ghost from the Ghost, we are certainly high. It's, again, the point of the celebration. And
I am the almighty wee god.
I will be rolling a joint right now, actually.
GMTA, you will be smoking and you will like it.
No.
Yeah, mandated.
Nope.
I will hold you down.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to be a YR now and interrupt the show to talk about food. Greasy Illegal also did that. But I proclaim that tomorrow shall be a chicken wing night, as I usually do to celebrate all pay-per-views. And perhaps a charcuterie board as well. But I'll be making a feast, gentlemen, for the pay-per-view.
Oh, you always get a like on Instagram from me. All your food pictures.
Hell yeah. And I'm going to make another one of those Instagram shorts where I show those alfajores that I got. I don't know if you saw that. But again, my little treat from Argentina. And it's just these great little snacks. And they got dulce de leche. I mean, you never go wrong with that. That's Argentinian, well, that's South American caramel, Nikki, since you're the only non-spick here.
Oh. I was like, what is that?
It's basically, it's caramel, I guess, and it's a liquid form, but it's a lot thicker and doesn't taste as sweet. It's got a more salty taste to it.
Sounds like it's kind of like a molasses.
Similar. But
y'all ever had molasses sandwiches?
Molasses
I did not know those things existed.
I've heard of molasses cookies.
You should eat them joints in jail. Molasses sandwiches.
Well, that's where you.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Well, good to know that that's somehow a way you can survive if you're in the pen.
If you are locked up.
Now, that was like one of my favorite things in there.
Apart from raping the new fish, right?
No, hell no.
Hell no. They fucked him. No, I'm kidding.
I'll shiv you, Nikki.
I want somebody to provoke me. I haven't been provoked in a while.
Wasn't enough with Joe Cronin? Basically saying, I don't care about this guy.
No, I mean like in the real world, like.
Yeah, you've got big property and a fucking backhoe. You could bury anybody you want, and nobody would ever know that person fucking existed.
I just want to be pumping gas someday, and some blue-haired nose fucking beta guy gets out of his truck. Oh, I don't like your Trump sticker. Yeah. And I was like, well, I don't like your fucking high tax, and you're pushing your fucking COVID vaccine bullshit on me. And all your gay, homosexual, transsexual shit. And your baby killing stuff. Did I mention the high taxes?
And you see that shit about Oprah?
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you will have to endure when you are part of Nikki's chat, because he smokes weed and then comes out sounding like a faggot. So, my apologies.
Oh. Speaking of that, play the tractor startup sound, please.
You have that in your soundboard?
No, Jim.
That would be fucking good if you did. Nikki
It's
has a
coming. Hold
soundboard,
on
people.
one sec.
He paid for it. Well, actually, no. Other people donated, I believe, to your channel. But yeah, this guy's got sounds. He's got a soundboard on his own fucking channel. Custom emojis, too, I've noticed.
Yeah, we did upload some emojis.
That's why you should join Nikki's Discord and interact as opposed to a certain Bostonian.
Be a part of the solution and not the problem.
That's right, Joe. Call in. Oh, I'd rather call in to people who want to fucking kill me. Okay, there, Joe.
Yeah, that's the thing. He'll call into them. When they're bitching and trolling me about everything I've said, he'll call in over there.
Mars Mirror in my chat says, what the fuck did I come back to? I don't even know, but we are all high
here
right
comes
now.
these two, yeah.
Mars, just call in. Call in.
You know, if Nikki J is calling you a racist, you got problems.
This is true.
This is true.
Well, I'd like to see your penis.
No, you're not going to see it.
I'll give you some head, bro.
Wrong sex.
Yeah, Joe says some very interesting things. In fact, I've got a clip here. I'll put it into your chat there. Nope, wrong chat. Let's try that again. I'll put in your general chat. You can play it there, Nikki, and just, expose the truth for what it is. But again, this is Joe Cronin speaking on yours truly. Come on, upload. Upload. There you go.
Upload. Enhance. Enhance.
What is that from?
I'm trying to remember. Because I remember every time he says it, he types a bunch of shit. Oh, what fucking... Isn't it from Jurassic Park? When the guy's got the cigarette in his mouth? Samuel Jackson. And he's at the computer? Maybe it's from that. I don't know.
It's possible.
I just remember that from a movie. Enhance.
Yes, I remember that. Don't remember what it's from.
You know what else I remember? You holding the camera. Uh-oh. Here comes the fucking trolls.
I don't know if you guys are going to be here, but we got the one and only Mars Mirror.
Dave, I love how with Nikki J, I say something, Jay goes, the first thing he says
Super
is, oh,
Troopers,
God,
Nikki.
here comes these two. Well, what the fuck does that mean, Nikki J? What does that mean, you fucking retard? Tell me, please.
Nikki, do you
Explain
hear that?
yourself.
Mars, do you
No,
want to
what?
call? What's that? Do you
What
hear
did
that?
he say?
He doesn't hear it. So, Mars,
Smoke a little bit more.
you'd have to join us on Discord, but you're not part of Nikki's Discord. You could join me on my Discord, and Nikki could
Here,
join me there.
I'll call you back.
They
I'll
were
call you
on my
back on Discord,
they
Dave.
just fucking leave.
I'll call you back on Discord, Dave.
All right. All right. Well, do you want
No, I'm good.
to? You're good.
Well, anyway, what did he say? I had no idea what he said. Like, what did he say?
He was like hoping to address some things that you said. So, again, I would like if all of you guys same call, but
Addressing something I said? What did I say?
well, again,
Like about Joe?
I want to hear this guy again. I stopped it because it's like you guys can't hear each other. We got to stop this. Again, he's gonna call me, and we're gonna try to put this together. But I'd rather you guys, instead of having me as the intermediary, to have to transfer messages. I'd like you both to be able to speak. So again, I have no idea. I really don't about what Mars wants to talk about. But if we could have all of you guys on a call, I won't be a fucking wire bitch. You're like I'm bending bridges. Like, oh, look at me. Like I sabotaged the last bridge, but this bridge, this one's certainly gonna hold up. Yeah, for sure. Wire construction company.
All he would. Does he like want to add something? Like
I think so, and that's again what I'm hoping to discover. I don't know why, but it's like 20 seconds delayed when I hear my voice replayed on your audio there, Nikki.
On YouTube?
No, on this Discord. All right, so I guess now we write.
I wish this fucking traffic would get going. That'd be great.
Do we write Extreme Shaft's final rights? Is he dead? Can SC Steve sleep well now that there won't be Extreme Shaft saying South Jersey? Oh, greasy. And something else, Blonin, it just reminded me of this, but Blonin, Joe Blonin, was like saying that apparently YR and Greasy Legal Don't Watch Me, which we know is false. We know it's false because you see the way that they, again, conduct themselves after I say anything on the internet. So they certainly do their little Scrappy, as he wants to be called now. I don't know if he wants to be neutered, but it certainly sounds that way. But
do I sound any better?
Oh yeah, you sound beautiful, baby.
Do I sound different now?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Because
Rich.
Travis told me that he couldn't hear me on my stream anymore. He could only hear Dave. And when I went into my settings, I must have had a Logitech update the other day because it was all set to default. Huh.
Yeah, Windows is a bitch.
I know, but I'll still take Windows over fucking Apple, man.
Of course, you're not gay.
Yes, you are right. No pooper action here.
Well, if again, it is funny because most importantly, it's true. Look up the fucking numbers and you'll see the number of faggots that use Apple products. It's just a simple fact. I mean, I'm just telling everyone here about it. Look it up, confirm it for yourself, and then draw your own conclusions. Draw your own conclusions why.
That's right. That is a normal way of doing research. That is not taught in schools anymore.
as opposed
I
to
don't know. I'd never get an Apple PC. I'll get a Windows, but I'm Apple iPhone all day.
Now,
yeah, that's it basically it's like you're telling us you're bi, and we're like, no, Christ doesn't like that. Let's see if
But
we
hear
can,
me out.
get you on the right track.
I like the Apple AirPods because like they actually have good range and I can actually like do work and like set my phone down and like go around like the garage or pole barn or whatever and actually do something. You know what I mean?
But more importantly,
they are actually like the best thing that I've went through probably 15 different Bluetooth earpieces and Apple AirPods are probably the best ones.
Man,
We
you
should-
know which ones are the fucking best ones?
What?
I don't mean to cut you off there. The Ray-Ban everyday earbuds.
Ray-Ban?
They're not Ray-Ban. Raycon.
Oh, Raycon? Oh. Huh.
Yeah, the Raycon everyday earbud. These motherfuckers last like 9 fucking hours. I will put my shit in at the beginning of the day before I go to work, and I'll still be listening to my shit after I get off work.
See, I like the AirPods because I could get like 20, 40 foot away from it and they wouldn't even cut out. You know,
Yeah, I haven't
it's just
tested the
great.
distance on these yet because I always got my phone in my fucking pocket.
Yeah.
But as far as like battery life, and these motherfuckers are small, like they fit in your ear, they don't hang down like the AirPods do. They're small, they're comfortable, and the little thing that the charging thing, like I only put one in my ear at a time. Like I put the left earbud in, and then like if it were to die, which I haven't had them die on me yet, I just take the right one out and then plug this one back into the case, and the case has a battery put into it, so you can charge these things with your case without having it plugged in.
That's exactly how mine is. Same
Yeah,
thing.
it's dope.
It is. You know, I did see this video once where this gay guy said that you're not a true gay person if you don't have Apple. Like if you're gay and you have Android, you're not really gay. I'm just like,
Really?
whoa. Yeah.
That's
And he was
hilarious.
fucking flaming, dude. He's like, if you don't have Apple, you're not gay. You know gay. I'm just like, I have Android, so no gay.
That sounds like fucking SC Greasy. Oh, you're not gay.
Yes. He was next to a Frito-Lay.
That's right. I delivered to South Jersey, Atlantic City.
No. Woke up this morning, got to myself, my God. Mama told me, right and wrong.
Why you gotta tell my state, man? My state. The state.
It's literally the East Coast, California. Like
Milky Way galaxy
If not-
in the
if not, maybe, like-
small cluster.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's billions of fucking light years. Are you worried that aliens are gonna fucking dox you or some shit? Like, what's wrong
Did
with
you
this fucking
listen-
guy?
Speaking of
he is a
that,
guy.
did you listen to the new Tucker Carlson Joe Rogan podcast?
I did not, but I saw some.
I did this morning.
Liberals shitting on it, so I'm sure it must be good then.
They go through a lot of different conspiracy theory stuff that I think you'd be intrigued on.
I would.
Like I had some of
probably
the stuff
would.
they were talking about, I had no idea. They're talking about what's really under the oceans, like what are we? What's hiding on Earth? You know.
They talked about a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the previous video that Rogan did was between Graham Hancock, who has researched a lot of ancient sites on the planet, written several books, and this fiddle guy, I believe his name was.
Yes.
And this guy claimed that he was a white. Again, this is an archaeology discussion, anthropology discussion, and this guy brings up white supremacy during it when it has nothing to do with it.
What the fuck?
obviously this guy is trying to inject falseness into the discussion, but again, the discussion was archaeology, these ancient sites, what cataclysms might have occurred in the past, and he claims that Graham Hancock was a pseudoscientist. He claimed that he was so smart and all that, and that his premises were based on white supremacy, which is insane.
Why? Why is everything always based back to white supremacy?
It's the typical Marxist response to try to discredit something or somebody that might be onto something. It's always been the case.
Anymore, whenever I hear that, I feel like that just, for me personally, whenever I hear that, it just discredits anything else that they try to tell me.
If everyone's a Nazi, then no one's a Nazi.
Right.
You know?
Like the same thing with all the kids nowadays that think that cry racism, that when like right now in my town, the local college, apparently there's a faculty member that was caught on video saying a racial slur. Oh my word, Dave. You'd think that there was the KKK was up on the campus hanging black people left and right. You know, they've just been crying racism and all this. It's like, you kids wouldn't know what racism was if it slapped you in the fucking face. None of them would.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. You can't. When they get out in the real world, they try and pull this shit, they'll just get fired. Bosses won't put up with this. They'll fire somebody till they get the person they need.
There's also this diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, which used to be spelled as DIE, but it was too close to the truth, so they had to change the name. This is fact. But yes, diversity, inclusion, and equity, it shows that these are Marxists.
Right, and it is. But the thing is that helps is that we have a constitution, and none of that really will ever happen because of America has something called private businesses that are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. Any private business that's not publicly traded can do basically whatever. Like you can fire anybody you want whenever you want. It doesn't matter. I've worked for private companies where I've seen people get fired for just disagreeing with the boss. And then they're like, well, I'm suing. And then they actually go to court and lose. Yeah. It could be just my state, though. You know, each state's different in America. But. But in my state, we have something that's called Right to Work Act. But it doesn't cover anything for private companies. So if you're in a private company that's not publicly traded, we should be invading Canada any day now.
Well, you could save us from Trudeau. But I've been going close to 3 hours, so I think I'm going to wrap up. Unfortunately, we didn't get Mars on the call, and
yeah, I was kind of intrigued.
Explain what was going on.
What he was wondering what.
But
it's not like we were covering anything he doesn't know or doesn't not know or whatever.
That Shaft?
I don't know. Last time I heard from him is he had somebody stop.
I heard a big sigh. I thought it was Shaft. It sounded like Shaft.
No, it's just GMTA and me and you.
Oh. He's good. He does his whole.
That's because he has the sensitivity turned up on his mic. And you can literally hear the air blowing through the nostril hairs.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Great,
All right, brother.
I want to come on your soul.
Great to invade your and control your Discord there, Nikki.
Well, next time you invade, we're not going to talk about what we talked about. We're going to talk about actual, like, you know, normal world things. Normal
really
worldly
struggling
things.
there, Nikki.
Well, I was just trying to figure out how to put it because we don't talk about this very ever. Like we're talking about, there's so much going on in the world that trumps this.
we
You know what
we
I
talk
mean?
about
Like
politics and shit. Not
Like,
just little frivolities like this, but it's personally it's fun. I do certainly love to
oh yeah, it's
ridicule
warranted once in a while.
my
Shake
opponents.
things up a bit.
But yeah, so we,
Yeah,
we know
shout out
that
to
you're
your
not
chat. Shout out
usually
to
of
all-
this nature.
Shout out to your chat though. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Happy 420s.
Yeah, I'm choking on a fucking joint right now. But no wine for me there, Nikki. I'm not sounding gay. So, tone down the gay after you choke on weed, Nikki. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, guys. You guys have a great night.
See ya, Dave.
Boxing tonight. You said there's a
Yep.
boxing match on tonight?
Oh yeah.
Yep. The main event
Hey,
is
ain't-
probably going to be around 11.
The AEW joint, that's tonight, right?
No.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night's the pay-per-view. Tonight is, was it Collision?
TNA.
No,
Collision. Okay.
no, hold on. Collision's Friday, isn't it?
No, it's on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Collision.
Friday is Rampage.
Rampage.
It's
And
Rampage.
Dynamite's Wednesday, yeah. But yeah, it's some good matches actually lined up for tonight. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do an AEW review show. I just love the product so much. Okay, Nikki, I will try to look at a full episode of Raw, maybe, or SmackDown. I always loved SmackDown more than Raw, to be quite honest, back in the day.
Watch
But-
SmackDown then, dude. SmackDown's been pretty good.
I'm
Like,
not
it's
a
all
big
good.
fan of those new belts either, just to be quite honest. But again, I'm willing to watch for the wrestling content because that's what I like. That's what I get from AEW. So, okay, you're insistent on it.
The
I will
SmackDown-
check it out.
The SmackDown belts look way better than the Raw tag team belts.
The Raw
They
ones
both look
remind
like
me
shit.
of like the old school NWA tag team belts, like from back in like the '80s, like a retro kind of thing.
I see that, but I think it could have been better executed.
AEW do have the belts on lock though. They got
Oh.
way better looking belts.
Although I will have to say this. Nobody's ever approached what fucking Lucha Underground did with their fucking belts. What was it? The Belt of the Gods? The one with you had to get the medallion in each of the plates. Do you remember that?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Lucha Underground?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, okay, so it fell off in season 3. But the first 2 seasons were fucking incredible. Who was it that I talked to? I think it was Chavo Guerrero Jr. with Joe Cronin. We did an interview with the guy. First of all, super fucking intelligent. But he told us that Lucha Underground wasn't a how did he put it? It wasn't a wrestling show. It was just a show with wrestling. And because they did a lot of production value, so they would do multiple takes, actually. I remember talking to somebody that did attend those tapings. So, again, it wasn't all fluid and continuous, but the end product that was produced was just an amazing show. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm stoned. But yeah, Lucha Underground was fucking an amazing fucking show. And it really focused and highlighted lucha libre style wrestling, but Swerve Strickland, he didn't start there, but he basically got early on a position as Killshot. He wore a mask and everything. Didn't like the mask, but I loved how he fucking worked in the ring. And it's just so, I don't know, satisfying for me, at least as a wrestling fan, to know that this guy this weekend, tomorrow on Dynasty, he's going to win the title. And it's well deserved because WWE just tossed this guy away. They're like, no, he's nothing. This is something else I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm going to fucking go into people that don't know AEW and just destroy them and just highlight how awesome AEW is.
I think Swerve will be back in WWE.
Fucking Black Pill. Gotta ruin this fucking weekend for me, huh? Let's not celebrate he'll be the fucking, AEW champion. And what's something he's insisted on is like he's going to be like the first African American champion. You're going to just take that away from him and say he's just going to go back to WWE. Why? He was relegated to a poor position. He's been public about this. He's like, I don't like how they treated me. And at least AEW
So
appreciates
he left.
me.
So then he left. They didn't throw him away. He left.
To my knowledge, he was
Right.
he was released.
Oh, so yeah, I have no idea.
So yet again, another WWE fan. No idea, but he'll speak about it. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a list of all you people on my show.
No, it was
when
it was,
fucking talk about
it
this
was
shit.
the way you said it. You said that they threw him away like a piece of garbage, and then you were
Did they
saying he
not?
was public about it, didn't like the way that they treated him. It just sounded like, he left then.
I don't know. No, that's not the case, and like it's never been the case with anybody who, again, worked hard, got released by, WWE, and then came out and said, "Yo, that wasn't cool." Like the shit I just had to go through, and then being released and stuff, despite what I've provided and the profits and such, just isn't a cool thing. Like these people should be allowed to voice their complaints, but a company they work for, especially the ones that, again, suffered. Who's the one that committed suicide because of the fucking sexual abuse and shit? All this sex trafficking, all this stuff that happened in WWE?
Committed suicide?
I have no idea. I know the female that you're talking about. I forget her name though. It all came up after the Vince McMahon shit.
Yeah, but even Nick Khan is being mentioned in these allegations and such. So, what, the whole TKO board is going to be removed? I mean, we already know Stephanie knew about the stuff, didn't do anything about it. Triple H knew, didn't do anything about it. Also, Chavo Guerrero Jr., I remember when I had this discussion with him, is that he indicated that Triple H was bigoted towards Mexicans, Latinos that worked in wrestling. And he called them bumblebees because the whole meme of the bumblebee man from The Simpsons being Latino, he again referred to them as bumblebees. So, like, openly in discussions with people, at the workplace. So, and Chavo also said that what's his name? Alberto Del Rio was a lying, like that he was a liar, and he insinuated he was a piece of shit. He didn't use those words, but because I approached him actually, I'm like, oh, I heard about this about Alberto Del Rio, and he's like, that's absolute garbage. and he went into the details and like really, this was, I think, before the Page stuff came out. I think.
Del Rio seems like a piece of shit.
But that's the thing, though. The Page stuff really sort of cemented that. But like with me knowing, again, speaking to a guy that was, around this, it's just like he gave a lot of insight. That guy is like, I really appreciated that. Again, Joe gave me that opportunity. I'm not taking that away from Joe, but again, I got to speak to Chavo Guerrero Jr. and get some really good insight on things. Okay then.
No, I remember the interview you guys did.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I was here during that shit.
I remember it.
The last person I remember Joe interviewing was like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I remember when.
I remember that interview.
It was from when AEW first started.
Adrenaline on the floor.
And then the other one was Eric something, the create your narrative guy. He was in WWE for a little bit.
No. Fuck. EC3, right?
EC3, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's NWA champion right now. NWA World Champion.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's been that for at least a year.
He had a good look to him.
He had a great look. He did in between all this bullshit. He did a match, like a death match with Matt Cardona, and that was the whole what you just said, that term.
Create your narrative.
Yeah, that was that match between them. I don't know if you watched it.
No.
But yeah, that was the whole. That was the line to bring it up to the match, and they had this incredible death match, which again it was filmed, so there wasn't really an audience, and it was done looking at certain filmography methods. But again, I kind of equate it similar to what Matt Hardy did with the broken stuff, and those matches that he did on the compound. Like,
right, yeah.
Yeah, it was, to me, I found that cool. It's different, fresh, and new.
And then like the Undertaker AJ Styles match.
It's similar, but that was just so toned down that it just couldn't compare, in my opinion.
Are them ones on YouTube? Them create your narrative ones?
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Just
it up.
Take some time to look. Ghost on the Coast in my chat says, but you speak on AEW. I'm not sure. Again, we've been talking for a while, so I'm not sure what he's referring to. But tomorrow I will be making a video and, again, breaking down the last 3 weeks and explaining. I got to do this. I got to explain why it was good and appropriate for Tony Khan to release the footage. Plus, explain that even after 5 years of these bitches saying that AEW is going to go out of business, it's not going to go out of business. People saying that, was it Tony Khan relies on a billionaire father? Well, I'll point out all the economic benefits that and financial benefits that Vince McMahon Jr. got from his father. I'm going scorched earth tomorrow, and I hope you guys join me because I want to trigger.
As long as Tony Khan's running the company, it's not going anywhere.
What's that?
I said, as long as Tony Khan's running the company, it's not going anywhere.
No, but here's the funny thing is, Okay, well, you sound like a mild-mannered, level-headed WWE fan. What about these people who, again, take what was said in an interview and blow it out of the water? Now, what am I talking about? It's that Tony Khan was recently asked during an interview, well, have you ever considered, what, like, are you going to stay on creative, writing stuff? Or are you going to consider at some point stepping down, maybe moving on to other things, letting the business operate and so forth? And Tony Khan said, yeah, I'm not going to be here forever. Of course that's going to happen. Okay, so obviously this is stating, long-term goals and understanding. He knows the company's going to run for a long time, especially the way he's setting it up. And again, that's the intention, to make it long running. So he says, of course, like I'm not gonna just try to stay on like Triple H. He didn't say that. I am. But it's like, yeah, eventually I'm gonna say, okay, I gotta let somebody new in here. I'm getting old. I've got to do other things. Got a family. Blah blah blah. So of course I'm willing to do that. They took this stuff, made it clickbait. And we're like, oh, well, Tony Khan is talking about stepping down and stuff. It's like, it's getting tiring, guys. To me, it's getting tiring. Again, I don't hate people that like WWE. I've got my valid criticism on how I've been burned in the past for supporting the product and stuff. But I'm not taking it away, from people like you, Nikki, who do enjoy it, who are telling me, hey, check it out. And I'm saying, okay, well, if Nikki's saying so, okay, I'm willing to face that again. Because, again, there's been so many times that I've tuned into WWE in the past and hoping for the product to be good, for me to want to be able to be engaged, and being so disappointed saying, well, why am I wasting my time with this shit?
Right. Well, it's it's coming from somebody that does watch AEW also, but sees that things have changed in, WWE.
Tony Khan does need help.
But that's what people keep saying. And he's been the booker from the get-go. And we've gotten these great matches. I'm so excited for this weekend because there's so many great matches that are lined up. I think it's 12 for the main card. And the pre-show, I think, has at least two matches going on. Again, Ospreay versus fucking Danielson, yeah.
Danielson.
No, it just.
I feel like I feel like in the beginning AEW was good because they had their roster. Like they had the Inner Circle, John Moxley, Chris Jericho, MJF. They had like their roster, and then somewhere along the way, Tony Khan started bringing in them fucking New Japan guys, the ROH guys, all these other people, all these WWE guys with fucking the House of Black and all of that shit. CM Punk. And then they started bringing all these fucking belts, the ROH tag titles, then the AEW tag titles, then the IWGP United States title, then the fucking Atlantic fucking title, and the Continental title, the TBS title. All these titles, this shit got watered down.
I disagree because, again, you're getting belts from other promotions that are coming in, and they still hold that validity. But again, you've got all these different belts on WWE. So,
but these other belts feel more important than the AEW belts.
That's for you, I guess. I mean, to me, I think that these belts on AEW are prestigious, especially because you've got these different promotions that are interacting. And again, you've got Moxley, for example, as was it IGWP champion right now, and he's going back and forth between AEW and New Japan, defending this title and stuff. Like, it's a prestigious title, and people want to see this.
And that's another thing that he's going back and forth, having matches over there. So if you're not, a fan of them, if you don't go over there and watch, you're going to be lost in this storyline.
Okay, but hold on. Is that really the crux of it? That if you're lost in the storyline, you can't invest? You simply just can't sit down in front of the TV, turn it on, like, oh shit, wrestling's going on. Oh, who is that guy? Never seen him before. I think I've seen that. His opponent looks familiar. I can't remember his name and stuff. Oh my God! Look what's going on in the ring. Like, you can't just default to that because that's why you're tuned. Is that not why you're tuned in? Wrestling? I mean,
no, I could, but
you got to be
like
invested.
these guys they bring in from New Japan, like Minoru. I think it's Minoru Suzuki. He's got like the fucking double mohawk or some shit. The old ass guy. He fucking was in these matches with John Moxley, trading fucking forearms. The worst fucking matches I ever seen in my life.
Well, I don't know what to say, but that's on you.
But then you'll have fucking Kenny Omega. Anytime Kenny Omega's in the ring, it's the best match of the night. So I don't.
To me,
I
I
don't
see
know.
there's so many talents in AEW that it's hard for me to pick a absolute, favorite.
And I'm not even a fan of Kenny Omega, but his matches, man, they're entertaining as fuck.
Of course they are. Was it Kurt Angle, I believe, said that he and oh fuck, I saw this article the other day. I can't remember, but Kenny Omega was mentioned by Kurt Angle saying he's one of the best in the world. Oh, Danielson, Bryan Danielson. He said both of them, Omega and Danielson, are the best wrestlers in the world. And he's got a point. Danielson, to me, is the GOAT. He right now is the best technical wrestler on the planet. But Kenny Omega certainly comes very close, as does
AJ Styles.
I don't know. Takeshita, to me, I was thinking about Takeshita. I think he's probably in the top 3 best wrestlers on the planet.
I've never seen his matches.
He was in New Japan, and now he's in AEW. The guy's incredible. Ospreay, again, he will surpass Danielson as the GOAT. And
Danielson.
That's what's going to happen.
I don't think so.
This Sunday.
I don't think he'll ever go to WWE.
Well, they wanted him, and they had mad negotiations. He explained his situation, and he got a better offer from AEW. Then Triple H comes out during WrestleMania week saying, well, some people don't like or can't handle the grind. And meanwhile, Ospreay was totally honest. He's like, I've got to be able to be close to my family. I've got to have that time available. And again, flying across the ocean multiple times a week, which is what he's doing, is certainly a grind. But again, this guy fucking made comments about Will Ospreay not being able to handle the WWE grind when he just got paid better in AEW.
I do agree with Ospreay. You want that time to your family and shit. You don't have to fucking wrestle 300 fucking days a year.
Dude, Tony Khan is probably one of the most generous people ever because he recognizes shit, lets this guy, again, be able to live his life that way, be able to fly back and forth, see his family and stuff every week, and he pays him good money. And to me, Will Ospreay is fucking awesome. You can see how happy he is to be there if you watch AEW. And I love seeing that. I love seeing somebody who wants to be there, who's just so enamored with the sport and wants to give you the best show that, dude, like, I'm getting this for free on TV.
But what I'm saying is, you're not going to be regarded in the same light if you're not in WWE. If
Yeah.
if you never have a match at WrestleMania, if
No,
you
but
never win the WWE Championship,
that's some people's
you're not going to be
definition
considered the
of
GOAT, though.
success. Osprey even said that he was perfectly happy continuing on what WWE would call the Indies, but New Japan's not the Indies. You know, to live, and again, this guy lived in Japan for the longest time and stuff. He's willing to integrate, he's willing to work with that system and produce something that got him the attention to come over to Western audiences. I don't know.
But how are you going to be the GOAT if you walk up to somebody on the street, just a random person, and be like, "Who's the best wrestler right now?" They're gonna say like Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes. You'd be like, "What about Kenny Omega?" They'd be like, "Who?
Hold on. How
Who
does
the fuck is that?"
Okay. This is the point I'm going to make on my show tomorrow. Is that with sports entertainment, that question that you just made is valid. Okay, because it's entertainment, and the bigger stars, again, will be in social media and on shows, Oprah, whatever, and people will know about them. That's sports entertainment. I'm talking about pro wrestling. Okay, so they don't compare. It's apples and bolt nuts. Okay, two totally different things, because the wrestling component of AEW, nothing touches it. So WWE can be as successful as they can putting promotions for products or getting certain stars over on their show and stuff. Okay, but if you're tuning in for pro wrestling, it's AEW. That's where you're going to get the best product. Pro wrestling, not sports entertainment. Again, if you want to see, again, some dramatic fight in the ring and, it's a promo and all that sort of thing, blood, okay. But if you want to see people like, really risking their safety and putting on a good show, putting the body on the line, it's AEW.
And they're moving away from the sports entertainment thing too.
What, WWE?
I think they even said it on live television.
Yeah, they said that. They said that. I remember hearing about that, seeing some clips, and why? People will deny this because AEW, where that sign went viral, were the best wrestle. That started WWE saying, shit, maybe we're going to have to compete smartly against AEW. We claim that they're developmental and that they're second rate, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember that term that Triple H used. Again, another dig, that they're not even competitors. It forced them to change their product. Same even with WCW. It forced WWE to be more competitive, and it produced a better product because of it. So,
Dave rests his case.
I rest my case. Thank you. All right. I said this probably quite a while ago, but
yeah, I gotta get
about half an hour ago. But yeah, I'm gonna end my stream. Thank you guys for being part of the call and all that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, that was exclusive control of the Nikki J Discord channel. Because after all, I hold hostages, as the rumor is. But hey, I've provided something for y'all. Y'all can y'all can. For the past 3 hours and come on, close. 3 hours and 28 minutes and 5 seconds. But it's been fun for me. Hopefully, you guys had some enjoyment. I certainly laughed. And I know that some of you will begrudgingly admit that as well. But yeah, if you're looking for something to watch tonight, you've got the one and only Casey is Raw, who blessed us with his appearance earlier. Going on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 hour away. Then at 9:30, I thought somebody else was going to be going live. Hold on. Oh. Okay, I'm so nice. I will provide you with this endorsement. At 9:30, you've got YR on his Entertainment Channel 360. Going live with Saturday Night Treehouse NHL NBA Playoffs, Islanders versus Canes. Open panel StreamYard. So there you go, YR. Okay, I gave you the opportunity to call in. You failed to take that great and gracious opportunity. But I am, in fact, promoting your show tonight if anyone wants to tune in, whether or not they're retarded and support you, unironically, or they just want to laugh at you and your stupidity. Yeah, you've got YR going live tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You've got Casey is Raw going live at 9 o'clock with Saturday is Raw episode 72. No, I can't do his laugh. Shit, I suck at the fucking impressions. Well, most of them. I can do a very good Macho Man. What else? Well, Ken might be going live. It is Saturday night. Usually you got Insomniac. So we'll see if that goes on. Don't go watch Joe Cronin. He is brainwashing Ghost from the Coast, thinking all sorts of dirty thoughts. It's unfortunate there, Ghost. You're a little too marky for Marky Mark there, Mr. Joe Cronin. But hey, everyone has the right to be wrong, I guess. But thank you nonetheless. Hope you guys, again, enjoyed yourself. Whether you love me or hate me, brothers and sisters. I don't know what else to say. I'm fucking stoned as fuck. Certainly celebrating 420. But yeah, let's just fucking end this shit. Enough Dave. The show is over. Let's conclude. So, hope you guys have a good weekend. And that's it. Devious Dave Rose, out.